Hello? Hello? Sorry for the late. I was eating my snacky. I was eating a freaking snacky. Hiya, it's Aya. It's me, Doug. Goob! Oh, freak! Aggressively whips and nays in that exact order. And you bet your ass I whipped just now. Whip! Hi! I just had my snacky. I haven't had din yet. I did have like a late-ish lunchy. And so I was like, you know what? I don't really want to have a full-blown meal yet because lunchy is still in my tummy. So I had a little snacky. I had, I mentioned it in pre-chat. I've been obsessed with this combination lately. It's like a bootleg cherry tomato salad. So I take some cherry tomatoes, I rinse them off. I do rinse my fruits and veggies with soap. Like a very small amount. Like I'll take a tiny dollop of soap and like suds it in my hand. Then run it under a little bit of water to like, you know, lightly wash my fruits and veggies because I'm paranoid about the poop virus. And then, and so once I rinse them off, I slice them in half. And then, I mix it with olive oil, a splash of white vinegar, and then a little pinch of salt, a little pinch of pepper, and some dried parsley. And then if I'm feeling kind of fruity, I'll add a little bit of chili flakes. And then I toss it all up in a bowl. And then you gotta go to Costco, get the giant box of the bagel bite chip things that are really fucking crunchy and hurt my jaw after a while. And then you eat it together. You put like a half cherry tomato on top of the everything bagel chippy, and oh, it's so good. It's so yummy. It's so good. Not gonna lie, I've been eating it for like 4 days straight. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Aren't you not supposed to use soap? Then, you know, there's a debate. There's an ongoing debate whether or not you should wash your fruits and vegetables with soap. This is simply the way that I was raised doing it. Okay? I think it's a cultural thing. I know a lot of Asian families tend to, like, use specialized... I think there's an actual, like, fruit soap out there where you actually use it to wash off your fruits and veggies. But yeah. And so, also just, like, I'm kind of aware where it's, like, between the field and getting to the shelves of the supermarket, it passes through a lot of hands and a lot of trucks and a lot of crates, all of which may not be the cleanest. And so I think bare minimum, I rinse it. I typically use a tiny bit of soap. Yeah. No, I don't use it for rice though, but I do use it for produce because the amount of times like I rinse off like a head of leafy, like, you know, like cabbage or lettuce or something, and dirt comes out, you know? Yeah, same with especially mushrooms. Yeah. And so at the very least I rinse it. At the very least. But I think it's just down to a cultural thing. People think I'm crazy for it, but like I'm also still alive and perfectly healthy, and so are the people who don't rinse their fruit and veggies, I think. And so like it's more just like a cultural thing at this point. But I think non-soap users plus soap users are both currently alive and breathing, so I think it's fine. It's just a cultural thing. Yeah. And so, yeah. And so, anyways, I've been enjoying my bootleg tomato salad plus bagel chippy combo. And so the only problem is that the bagel chippies are so hard. They're like they are so like crunchy, but like a hard kind of not a brittle crunchy, a hard crunchy. And so I have to eat very slowly because my jaw gets tired out like immediately. Why do they make it so hard? Yeah. What the hell? Oh yeah, no, I don't wash mushrooms with soap. I just rinse them off to get the dirt off the bombs and I slice it off. Yeah. And so, I've been cooking for years, y'all. No one's dead yet. I'm dead. I mean, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And I've been cooking for years. I know the bare minimum. I know the bare basics. And plus, even when I'm rinsing into... Okay, we're not gonna go to the whole soap debate. I think people... I think people meme on me really hard because, like, oh, ew, you use soap for your vegetables. I'm like, yeah, I just think it's a little yucky, that's all. Like, no one's getting hurt. No one's getting hurt. And I was just raised this way. My mom and dad always did it when I was a little kid. And I just picked it up from them because that's how I learned how to cook. So, yeah. But anyways. Anyhow. But anyways. Plus, I typically buy, like, the dried shiitake ones from the store and just rehydrate them in water, you know? Then if there's anything stuck on it, I just rinse it off. Yeah. And so, yeah. And so anyways, trust that Gooby is an adult who understands that don't eat dish soap, you know? Yeah, don't do that. Gooby understands that much. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I saw it coming in, Kacho. Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. Thank you for the super cipher. I listened to the voice back. Why are you cute? Anyways, I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Thank you, Cypher. Thank you. I don't know. I've seen some of the homunculus bullshit people make in their kitchens. Me rinsing my shit out with a tiny bit of... Me rinsing, like, dirty-ass, dirt-covered leafy vegetables with like a fucking 1% ppm. Like, 0.00001, like, literally just sudsy water and thorough rinse. I think it's fine. Okay? I think it's fine. There are some homunculus. People are making some homunculus bullshit out there, and I think I'm fine. Yeah. Hi, Bruno. A baby core, thank you for the shupa. Dawn. Dawn dish soap. Y'all do realize I use a tiny, like, 0.0000001 ppm. Literally, I take a tiny little dollop of soap in my hand and between my fingers, and I just run it under the water on top of the vegetables to clean it out a little bit, and that's it. Then I do a very, very heavy rinse because I don't eat soap. So yeah. Hi, Nya. But thank you, Bronco. One of my female coworkers once found a live rat crawling out of toilet out of the woman's bathroom when she was about to sit down. I once got a frog in my toilet. Yeah. So I was at Christian Bible camp. That's a deep dive in knowledge itself. But I was at Bible camp once, and there was a frog. There was a frog in the toilet, and I had the most non-reaction. I was just annoyed. I just wanted to go to the bathroom. Girl, I just had a pee, and I was so over it, I just moved to the next stall. And I didn't report it. I was just tired. I was like, you know, a girl gotta piss. I ain't got time for this shit. If God willed this frog to be here, then so be it. But I'm just using the next stall over then. I'm not reporting this, I'm too tired. Crazy dial. Yeah, but anyhow. Alright, calling. I've only seen. I remember when I was in Vietnam. It's so funny. My sister-in-law is terrified of rats. We were walking out late in Nha Trang one evening, and a little rat scuttled across the street. I have never heard my sister-in-law scream. Like, she has like full-blown like scream queen, final girl in a horror movie type shit. It was very fascinating. Yeah. I've never seen her reach that pitch. That was genuinely very impressive. You know, like when opera singers break glass with their voices? That was basically her. It was very fascinating. Yo, it was Ricky Rat! Take him to Bibney World. The rats make her crazy. Isn't there like an execution method where like there's a box of rats with a hole in one side, right? So the rats can escape. And so they press the side of the hole against your stomach, right? And they strap you in place. They light like a fire on one end of the box on the opposite end of the hole to terrify the rats. And then the rats begin to like burrow. So they'll leave the opening and begin burrowing into your skin to try to escape. Isn't that kind of the thing? I don't know if that's BS or not. Yeah. Anyways, Magic Sword King, happy 13 months. I had 2 Markiplier fans leave a disturbingly heavy package for him at the PAX info booth, and to this day I fear it contained hair or teeth or both. Girl, I remember once there was a K-pop fan that sent in a letter to her what was it? Her bias or her K-pop Oshi, basically. She sent him a letter written in her menstrual blood, which is, I mean, to be fair, I don't care where the blood comes from. A blood letter is terrifying. It's like, bruh. Yeah, it was crazy. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, bias. Yeah. Well, I think it was a member of EXO. Was it? Was it EXO or Big Bang? I forgot which one. Yeah, that's just all just biohazard stuff. That's literally biohazard stuff. Yeah, just because like you never know if someone has like an illness or something, and if you make like if you have an open cut and you make contact with someone else's blood, then you never know what happens, right? So, yeah, crazy dial. Oh, happy birthday, Magic Sword King, and happy 32 months. Mwah! Mwah! And then thank you. Thank you for the donos, Kacho Fugetsu! Thank you! I'm gonna burp. Feel me. I know the thought process of people that do that. They are unwell. It's genuinely people who are unwell, you know? It's like a part of me, I do not condone the action, but I do take some pity upon the sender because clearly they're mentally going through something. Clearly. It does not justify what they did, and I still rebuke and find that disturbing and not okay and an absolute violation of the safety and the health of the receiver. But like that person needs help, genuinely, you know. But anyways, thank you for the donos, Kacho Fugetsu. I work in a factory and the director is full of hot air. He doesn't care about your work ability as long as you are his guy. He doesn't know how to fix the machines, but still claim he fixed it. It led to poor quality products. Girl! We've had that So I work in manufacturing. We've had stuff like that happen too. A lot of people who claim to know machinery but don't know shit, you know? Lots of that bullshit. The electrician left the factory because the director and the manager had to fix the machine without the electrician. The manager tried to fix it and broke apart after the director said okay to fix it. And he billed us 10k USD for the broken part in a meeting. Jesus Christ! No, girl. I'm all for lying on your resume. Okay, I'm all for softly exaggerating. But the thing is, you gotta follow up somehow. Like, I am so... Girl, in this job market, I absolutely endorse softly exaggerating on your resume. Because quite frankly, everyone does it! You have to. But the thing is, you have to have at least some kind of baseline understanding or be willing to learn on the fly or being able to learn on the fly. Because that shit happens, and if you don't... Thank you for sharing, Katja. Thank you for the donos. That's crazy. 10k for a broken part. Must have been a special... I mean, to be fair, girl... Machinery in, like, manufacturing plants are expensive. You know why? They're specialized. They're specialized. There are some, like in terms of patents and how a manufacturer decides to make a part, some of the machining can be extremely specific and it can be custom made to the point where if a breakdown happens and to replace a part, if there's only 1 or 2 of this kind of machine in existence, getting a replacement is extremely expensive. If it was something like, I don't know, like a run-of-the-mill injection mold or something like that, it can be, I guess, like, not super specific, so not as expensive to replace, but super specific stuff is very hard to replace. Bronco, thank you for the shupa. Another funny story. I was looking at some paperwork at work. Someone put their name as None Yo Business, which is kind of based, not gonna... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I like to, place orders sometimes. So... okay. So, I have a goofy habit, so I very rarely DoorDash or get Uber Eats. But I have done it on occasion. The thing is, I like putting in weird fake names. You know? And so sometimes, like, I'll place... No, not Uber Eats. I'll like, pick up an order from, like, a store, right? And they'll ask for a name. Yeah. And so I'll come up with, like, stupid pun names. Like, for example, Justin Time. Or... or Nunya Business. Or something, just goofy ass names. Like, what was it? Oh yeah, Hugh Janus, like that kind of thing. Or like Mike Hawk. You know, I like having the order be for like a goofy ass name, then like a petite Asian girl walks in to pick it up. I just think it's fun. It's full of whimsy, and so I do sometimes pick up goofy ass, like pick up my orders with like a fake name, you know? Yeah, so I'll cut you. I'll cut you? Honestly, names that sound like threats, sure, why not? The Ace Attorney name. Girl, the amount... I don't know why, but like, with new D&D players, typically the name's a joke. Typically, it's a pun. Yeah. It's also D&D... But anyhow. I used to work for a prints-on-demand company as a policy/quality screener. And man, the things I've seen people try to get printed is wild. You know, I wonder if the... You know, there are services out there that let you, like, print designs on body pillows. I wonder what they see. You know? I wonder what they see on a regular basis, and I wonder what they think of their clientele, you know? Because, you know, I may have engaged with those before, so, like, I don't know. Or, like, services that print, like, designs on a, like, booba mouse pad. I wonder if they judge the clientele. You know? Or it's an environmental education, and the craziest I've seen was 15 third graders got away from a bear. This happened multiple times. Girl, what the fuck? Why is a bear able to access them so regularly? Why you in the woods? Is there no safety? Crazy. Excuse you, I only have 4. I guess you get a little desensitized in there, yeah. I used to work in an academic daycare. I was the lead teacher of the room and the only one in the room. It was time for a parent to pick up their kids. One of the children starts puking in front of... Girl. I hate... When kids puke, it's the worst because they have no sense of like, aiming. So they're just spew everywhere. Like, when I teach kids and they get a little sick, I'm taking them to the nurse because... Like, if and when I puke, I try to strategically run for the bathroom or for, like, a trash can or some kind of receptacle. Kids will just full-blown exorcist mode. They'll just anywhere and everywhere's a target. They're like, trying to go for an AoE attack, you know? Like, kids have no sense of, like, oh, let's not get vomit on anyone. And so, yeah. It's okay, Kachi. You did pretty good the previous one. Thank you for the Shupahama. When I worked for a popular Cajun chicken restaurant, we had a KFC across the street, and my first week, they burned down and I got paid more. It's okay, Hama. This is a safe space. You can admit it. You did it. It's a safe space. You can... Guys, this stream is a safe space where you can confess our sins. You can say it. You can say that you burned it down. That's fine. I do not judge. I do not judge, okay? Don't even worry about it, okay? I quite literally do not mind. I do not mind whatsoever, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Hama. That's an pharmacy for the past 5 years and a nursing home once returned a used enema test. Wild. Isn't that a biohazard? I'm pretty sure it's like a biohazard. Thank you. I used to work retail for a company that gave free bracelets if you spent enough. I had a woman repeatedly beg me for my employee discount in front of my boss and ask me how bad I needed my job. Retail changes you. Working in fast food, actually no, any food service, and retail inherently changes you as a person. You see some real homunculus out there, homunculi. There are some creatures we share this earth with. There are some downright goblins in this world, okay? There are some creatures out there. You're not humbled until you work retail or food service, okay? Vile, happy 31 months. One of my coworkers accidentally poisoned the manager at the time, accidentally, air quotes. She was offered food cooked in peanut oil, which triggered allergy. Ambulance came. That was not an accident. Check that person's hard drive. There's probably like pictures of dead bodies and shit. Yeah, I went to my body pills to dry clean. I thought they were judging me. This is why I hand washed them myself. Thank you, Vile. Happy 31 months. Now some basic training for the army. Another soldier decided to walk down an active rifle range. Jesus Christ! At that time, trainees could not fight against each other. I picked him up and body slammed him, no punish. Jesus, I mean, rightfully so, because bro's gonna walk into line of fire. Yeah. I mean, girl, Majuro, I'm not surprised. Corporate bullshit being corporate bullshit. Went to business fair with one of our higher ups. He was supposed to sign a contract we've been working hard on. But he was pushed 5 other deals that were only rough drafts at that point. He sent them all and returned to HQ, claiming to have delivered a great result for the company. Shortly after, the legal team advised us to terminate all those contracts but one. Guess which? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fine, Elder Fire, just type it out. I don't like having a marshmallow because why open yourself to some psychopaths? Like, it's like, I don't have a Maro, nor do I ever plan on using one because, like, it's so easy to avoid weirdos, you just don't do that, you know? Yeah, you know? No punishment. Got you. I mean, rightfully so, he's not supposed to do that, Nate. Yeah. Honestly, Puzzle, same. Like, some people, we walk among some goblins out there. Okay? We're working some time in trauma surgery. One guy developed an entire lower half his... One guy degloved the entire lower half of his body, including the eggs in the basket. Got him holding while he had them washed out. That's crazy. Degloving is... if you're a little squeamish, mute me. I'll wiggle like this when I'm done. Okay? Alrighty? Okay, go ahead and mute. So degloving is basically when a great force basically peels your skin from your body. So you often see these in like explosions or perhaps like really bad like friction and chafing and stuff like that. Like basically it just removes like your dermis and just like it was like a glove like that. And from what I've heard, it's excruciatingly painful. And I don't even know how you fix that. Like, genuinely. Like, you just roll it back down at that point? I don't know. But some scary shit. Very scary shit. Okay. Yeah, horrifying stuff, though. Same daycare. I was playing with some Legos with one of the kiddos. Another kid came behind me with one of those wooden trains and smacked me square in the back with it. Girl. One of the big things as to why I stopped, like, teaching was that I couldn't take getting hit anymore, honestly. It's like I worked in a school for underprivileged children, and quite a few of them did have behavioral issues. Some of them had hands, and so like you can only gently tell them like, hey, don't hit. That's bad. Don't hit. And so like among many reasons, that's kind of reasons why I stopped. Just because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. Yeah. Someone is pulling copper wire into a building and putting the scrap cuts into a locked box. Copper goes at $5 to $6 a pound, and there's an easy couple grand worth of copper in that box. One Tuesday afternoon, we locked it while it was half full and not ready to be picked up for company disposal. Next morning, the box that housed thousands of dollars of scrap inside were gone. I'm not surprised. Like, theft with copper happens all the time. Literally, one of the malls in my city is like abandoned. And they have to have police stationed in there because people keep walking in to steal copper from like wires and stuff like that. Yeah. Crazy rocks, crazy. Yeah. My first job, I was 16. I was working in the kitchen of a cold section. It was Christmas time and the restaurant was doing breakfast and dinner. I said, oh, that's cute. I like character meals. They're fun. Crazy. My doctor uncle chatting up a member of the hospital board and realizing midway through he was going to have to rush one of the guys in charge his salary to the OR for his heart. Huh. I wonder what it's like if you work in like emergency health stuff. Like what happens if like you're a nurse, like if a nurse randomly has like a heart attack, you know? I wonder what the protocol is. Crazy. I volunteered to be the helper like an idiot because I wasn't actually paying anything, so I had to come in extra early around 6 a.m. to get my prep work ready for lunch so I can help out. During the breakfast, I was sent at 8 a.m., so there I was getting ready and the manager had the day off. This is relevant because our head chef was her son. Well, he was meant to start at 7 a.m. so he could prep breakfast and rush at 8 for the breakfast rush at 8 a.m. where I could be busy doing the helper elf shtick. At 7 a.m. comes around, 8 a.m. still no sight of him. I've got to do his job. There's no one else in the kitchen that early and breakfast rush already started. So I was rushing doing his job and helping with the Santa breakfast. Look, when the baristas had called the sous chef who was meant to have the day off but came in because I'm freaking out. I'm not surprised. Okay, I hate Nepo babies are the worst thing ever. Okay. The thing is, I firmly believe that if you have connections, use them. Especially because employment is hard to find these days. I'll let you make that personal call, Yanai. Just be mindful that trauma dumping's not allowed here. I fucking hate Nepo babies. Like, I hate Nepo babies. Imagine getting life handed to you on a silver platter and not working to prove it. How do you live with yourself? Like, knowing that you never had to actually work hard for what you have. I automatically think less of Nepo babies. I'm gonna be so real. My deeply judgmental and rude and mean-spirited take is that I have less respect for Nepo babies than regular workers. I just naturally do. I've never had a positive experience with a Nepo baby. They're all entitled. They don't work because they know that nothing they can do will get them fired. And so they're completely unreliable, utterly useless, and also most of the time rude. And so my extremely mean opinion is that all Nepo babies are automatically worse than any other work in existence, and I automatically think less of them. Like, if I find out you're a Nepo baby, I think you're worse. And so you have to work twice as hard to prove to me that you're not just a, like, oh, mommy and daddy got me this job. No. Okay, you have to work double hard to prove to me that you are worthwhile and I can treat you like everyone else. Because until then, I'm just gonna dislike you. You know? Lacey, happy, thank you for the shilpa! Since I work around this city, it's not cheating. A small plane crashed in front of us while driving on the highway. The guy survived. That's crazy. I've seen videos of like little airplanes, like making like 2-passenger like planes, making like emergency landings on highways and stuff like that. That's scary. Imagine you're just driving to work on the highway one day and then a fucking plane lands next to you. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Some people get so determined to get copper, they drain cooling oil from one of those giant transformers to get the power. I mean, girl, I understand that like money is tight and all, but that's so dangerous, you know? Yeah. So I was rushing doing his job and helping with Santa breakfast. Oh, okay. As this much extra work was not in my pay grade, time rolls around and still no sign of HC. And then Santa runs out of presents to give to the kids. No biggie, we have spares in the big shipping container. So I run down to grab some, and I notice some of the doors open. I cautiously look inside, and on the floor I see a Santa outfit, which is weird because Santa's already dressed inside. It's on the floor. I can really see the boots and some red and white fabric on the floor. I see it move. It's a person wearing the Santa outfit laying on the floor. I'm in horror. Girl, the fuck. Let me see. Honestly, I can only imagine. I leave out the dark part, but one time at work, one of our clients called us to cancel one of his auto policies, and when I asked why his wife left him for another man, and I was stunned. Okay, but that's kind of fun. The chismosa, the chisme, you know. I'm a very nosy auntie where I'm just like, ooh, tea. I am that bitch at the water cooler. Like, oh, did you hear that? His wife cheated. the cheese man. One of my coworkers was a nepo baby. And the last day I was employed at the company, I punched him in the face and gave him a bloody lip. Why? That's assault. I mean, did he swing first when you're defending yourself? What the hell? My first job, we got a laptop back for repairs. Ended up finding the guy was flying and having encounters with guys via Craigslist and doing substances he stole in med sales. His whole legal defense was, it wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm straight. My boss, my friend, and I had to go through all the pics in his laptop for the case, which is interesting for sure. Honestly, working at a PC repair shop must be crazy because you probably see some wild shit in those hard drives. Yeah, crazy dial. Exactly, Corgi. Omega, thank you for the shupa. During an Air Force deployment, two of the guys I worked with challenged each other to drink a whole bottle of syrup, and they both most of the bottles. They did what to the bottle? They challenged each other to drink a whole bottle of syrup, and they both most of the bottles. Did they drink most of them? I think you dropped a word there. Did they drink it? And they... I think they drink it? You may have dropped a word there. Anyways, thank you for the show, but thank you. Oh, yes, they did. Not gonna lie. Have y'all ever made that mistake as a kid where vanilla extract smells so yummy? You, like, take a sip and it's like... It feels like you drink poison. I mean, to be fair, even when I cook with vanilla now, I still take a little licky. Just in case this time it tastes better. I think we all got traumatized at one point. We tried to take a sippy of the vanilla extract, and you learn your lesson really fast. I never fucking learned. I still... Every now and then, I'll take a tiny little licky. And it still sucks, but I wonder if it gets better. One of these days, the lick will be good. One of these days. The flavor's just hiding. I just have to wait for it, right? Yeah. We get billing complaints about recyclables in the trash. As long as the Nepo hires to see dumping the fancy soda cans in regular garbage because 12 inches is too far to toss the can in there. Nepo babies are all a blight. They're a blight. It is what it is. Yeah. Girl, I just I ran back and grabbed SC as he was also a part-time policeman. He comes with me because at this point we think it's either a homeless... Oh my gosh, scroll down. Where is it? Let me see. A homeless individual. Someone got into the container and there's someone dangerous lying in wait. So we get back to the container slowly and open the door. Creaks open, no response. Not thinking crap. Someone is injured or potentially been dead. He sends his phone torch into the container. On the floor wearing the Santa outfit is... HC. He looks up and it's clear he just had been sleeping, so we drag him back to the kitchen and his man reeks of weed. Obviously now we're both pissed because I've been rushed off my feet doing 2 jobs as he has been called on his day off, and to do the help to also help do HC's job, especially because like I said, to manager's son, who by the way at this point has also been called and come in on her day off because no one could find him for at least 3 hours. Turns out she literally driven him in, dropped him off outside the kitchen back door at 6:45 a.m. But he had gotten zooted the night before, and so decided he'd rather take a nap in the shipping container and then stop him for lunch. Which me and SC then had to also do while manager chewed him out. Now I'm doing the lunch rush, had no time to change my chef's whites, and then with all of this while wearing the awful velvety polyester green and red elf outfits with jingles on them and then the pointing hat. When I asked my pay raise, they were only going to offer me £1 more per hour, which while I was on teen wage, which at the time was at $4.50 an hour. So when after Christmas over, I quit that job. Nepo babies are all bad. It is what it is. Moral of the story: all Nepo babies are bad until proven otherwise, and it's often not proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise, all Nepo babies are bad. Like, let's be so real, you know? Yeah. Yeah, all Nepo babies are bad. It's like I have never met a nepo baby I actually like. They're all like morally reprehensible, honestly. they're all just low key morally reprehensible, silver spoon, entitled shitbags. Okay, I just hate nepo babies. I mean, maybe it's because I'm like advanced Asian and I believe that you have to work for what you have, you know? I believe that nothing should be handed to you for free unless it's a human right, you know? But stuff like your job, like at a certain position, you have to work for that, you know? And so I think, like, I have never had a single good experience with a nepo baby. Okay? Exactly. A good nepo baby, you will not know that they're a nepo baby. Okay? It's literally not possible. Okay? Yeah. And so crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Work life wouldn't be worth it without the gossip work friend. Exactly! You have to have someone who deals the chisme. Yeah, yeah. He was the office bully. Ah, we have one of those. We have... Okay, how do I put this lightly? I have someone at the office who, like... You know... I don't want to use a certain terminology, but, like... She kind of, like... If we have a new coworker... Because we've been getting new people in the office... She automatically does not like female coworkers, but she really likes male coworkers, if you get what I'm trying to say. And, it's so funny because, like... It's like... How do I put this? It's like... You know that kind of person, right? It's like... They're always mean to girls, but never to guys, like that kind of thing. And so, like, one of our new teammates is actually a delightful lady. She's really, really chill. I sit right next to her, so I talk to her on occasion, and I had to train her in a few of the processes. She's super chill. And I also trained the male new coworker. He was cool too. And so she was like, you know what? Like, this coworker I'm talking about, the one who's kind of weird, she was like, I don't like the new girl. I'm like, why? And have you spoken to her yet? And she's like, no, but I have a feeling. Bro, what the fuck? The only time you're allowed to dislike someone off of feeling is if they're a nepo baby, but that's literally it. Okay? See, creating a smoking laptop? Holy shit. Doesn't that mean the battery's compromised? Have you seen those videos of, like, phone batteries, like the lithium battery, like, puffing up and exploding? Shit looks crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Guy had severe heart disease, so he was gonna steal mine to replace his. The fuck? The fuck? The guy asked how much for my name tag. I said $5. He pulled out a $5. I made us drinks. He got my name tag. I mean, work. I mean, work. Crazy, Dial. That's crazy. I bet security sees some crazy shit, Shadow Soldier. I bet y'all see some crazy stuff. There's a guy at work that was such a weird cryptid that we now just makes jokes mentioning him all over the place because he was that memorable. He got scammed by the same guy in Florida 3 to 5 times. It sounds like Florida behavior. Sounds like Florida behavior. Crazy. Spicy pillows? Okay, y'all cannot call me a Redditor when y'all are recommending subreddits I've never seen before. Okay, y'all cannot call me a Redditor. Okay. I had Nepo baby come into work fully drunk as hell, and the first time it happened a lot. I tried to help her not be caught. It kept happening and stopped trying. You just gotta let them succumb to their own demons at that point. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Okay, crazy Dial. Aya, what's that shoulder tease? Eh? What? Eh? What shoulder? Oh, the one on Twitter? That's nothing? Yeah. There is just a thing where older HP laptops just overheat and shoot fire through their hinges. Actual dragon, that's crazy. Actual mythological creature. My first job at a movie theater, I got all my coworkers to sing a cappella of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, the beginning to end during the busiest time of our shift. Why? Why though? Oh, thank you, Yanai. A crazier one. Today when at work, and an older uncle, a little Vietnamese uncle came in to get quotes on an auto policy, and since I'm the only one who speaks Viet, I wrote him. He was really nice, but he was giving me some odd vibes. And then he invites me to pho night. Girl, I'll be honest. My job is to work between business to business. And okay, I'm not gonna judge you for this because work is work and everything. But if someone invites you to lunch, like and you don't know them, you should probably be prepared and like bring someone with you, you know, if you have to say yes. The thing is, for my line of work, I literally work business to business contact. Like my job is to talk to other businesses and to work with other representatives. And so even when like someone, if it's a first time meeting, I always bring a coworker with me, always. Okay, if nothing else, so we work in teams. I bring someone else on my team because we have to work together anyways. And so like I never go alone, even if it's a woman. I never go alone because like I know it's business to business, and I know that people can track where we are. But just as an absolute safety protocol, I never go alone. Never. So I fought with him, and he found out he was divorced, and he wanted to pay, but I insisted that we pay separately. And it's fast forward a month ago, I was at the gay sauna. That exists, slay. And relaxing, and came across, and across me, guess who the fuck I saw? For the next 20 minutes, he was pacing around the door with the biggest smile, trying to get my attention, I think. And I was like, hell no, he could be my dad, so I pretended not to see him. Finally, he left, and a week later, he canceled. Wild. 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 I'm gonna burn. I mean, with that being said, free pho would entice me a little bit. I say that, but not gonna lie, free pho would get me. I say that, but free pho is free pho, you know. So free is free. So if it's good pho place, then maybe. When you have a mining campsite, make sure that carcass are... That's great. No, mining seems so scary though. I've seen so many horror stories. Yeah. They saw them drinking all night with their pals and showed to work wasted. It made sense to me. Unfortunately, a lot of adults don't like being told it's bedtime. I can imagine. This and Bill resentment ended with me, a 23-year-old autistic kid, and the new hire I was teaching had to somehow continue a worker's route while we had to wait 40 minutes for police to arrive. Yeah. Yeah. No more right. The thing is, okay. It's not me saying this. But I have a friend. She's married to like a blue collar worker who uses hands and that kind of thing. So he works in construction, and she often complains that like it's like her husband's work buddies can get a little rowdy, and they really hate taking orders. And again, I can't speak for all of them. Plus, I'm hearing this from a friend of a friend. I'm just relaying a story. Like this one time, she had just put their baby to sleep, right? And her husband's friends were over to like have dinner like outside, and she kind of pops her head like, "Hey, the baby just went to sleep, so like, you know, you can still talk, but please be mindful of the volume because you don't want to wake the baby up." And they all like got nasty with her because she just asked them to keep it down a little bit. And of course, this doesn't go for all of them. And plus, they're probably a little drunk at that point. And it got to the point where her husband had to step in like, "Hey, like back off. Like that's my wife. Like just let the kids sleep." You know, crazy. Crazy. Well, to be fair, I think this is an older guy thing. Maybe I don't know. It could just be an older guy thing. Yeah. Hey, I think that's some fun, my man. Yana, what the hell? Thank you for the show, but thank you. Yeah, my dad always says never get pho in the first place because pho makes you sweat and like sniffle and stuff like that, which is not cute. Ito. The waiter to win Aya's hand in Mara. What is that? Not on mining sites. I've worked a lot of adult men who threw tantrums. Yeah, age is not to note maturity, to be completely honest. A few army ones. Once had a colleague almost bayonet someone. Jesus Christ! On guard duty when the next shift thought it was hilarious to scare him in the dark while he was sleep deprived. Girl, I will never pull a prank where I scare someone because what if like the response is like self-defense? You know? I will never pull that shit because Like, what if their fight or flight chooses fight and you end up with a black eye or a broken nose or something? I would never do that. Maybe a bit long, but bear with me. I used to work in an indoor amusement park a few years back. I was actually hired to manage their esports lounge. Ooh. It was pretty cool for a while. Though after a bit, it seemed like the management didn't value my opinions or ideas, even though they hired me for the exact reason. They eventually had someone else from another attraction area replace me as the new manager, with me going down to assistant manager. Though him, the new dude, he liked my ideas, and my pay didn't decrease. But upper management was super unprofessional after this point, literally yelling at us to keep the lounge doors open while the loud-ass music was playing. Playing outside, disturbing the lounge guests. We eventually concluded that upper management was kind of racist after they decided to fire us and replace us, actually going along with their ideas, which was originally our ideas, by the way. I won't give other reasons for our conclusion, but just take my word for it. Bruh. This is not work. Technically, it's work. My old gym teacher, the one that got attacked by a shark. So, my gym teacher made the local news a while back because he got bit by a shark. So... I didn't realize this, and no one talked about it until, like, my brother, because we went to the same school, right? Until we were adults. We didn't notice it at the time, but we realized as adults way later down the line. So, I don't... To this day, I don't know if it was racism or just weirdly selective. So, in gym class, as we were kids back in elementary, the gym teacher would separate us, not as boys versus girls or anything like that, because that's kind of the go-to, right? He separated us between the, between one race and the rest of them. and my brother one day, like, we were driving somewhere, he turned to my side, he turned to look at me, and he was like, "Hey, did you ever notice how Coach so-and-so would always separate people by race?" And I was like, "Fuck, you're kind of right." We just realized it way later in life. We didn't question it as kids. We realized it later. I was like, "Oh, huh." We're just driving to get pho or something. And he was like, "Hey, did you ever realize how Coach so-and-so always separated us by race?" And I was like, "Shit, you're kind of right, though." It's so wild. Absolutely wild. Melanie, thank you for the shilpa. My craziest work story is when I got fired because the head of HR didn't like my mom. That has to be illegal. That has to be illegal. Remember, for those working office jobs, remember that HR is there to protect the company, not you. Never trust HR, okay? Okay, as a woman as an actual real office lady, don't trust HR. They are not on your side, okay? Don't trust HR with anything, alright? Alright? Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. Yeah, HR is never your friend. Never. Took a week off from work, came back to assistant manager, twisting her ankle on the job. Kid fell off the playground and broke her arm. Another coworker had a breakdown during her shift walking out. It's like the scene where, like, where the guy walks into a room with pizza and there's fire everywhere. A lab tech. Unknown mutagenic gas leak. What? Bro, it's the fucking zombie apocalypse. What the fuck? They said it was a sulfur dioxide. SO2 is a notable smell, but the gas leak had no odor or color. Are you actually dead? Are you messaging me from the afterlife? Crazy. Work at a vacation center with a lot of senior adult visitors and a public pool. Ladies do water aerobics are so mean. They bullied new people out of the class and I had to step in. Girl, it's the lead poisoning. I'm just saying it's the lead poisoning. That's super illegal. Melanie, that's like extremely illegal. Another one's I was in a gate duty and me and one dude had to watch one of my platoon mates on the showers after he just appeared drunk on base at 0300. I got peeked on 2 times and it was horrible. He was sent to jail for 2 weeks for that too. You can get sent to jail for puking on someone? Eh? Huh. Crazy dial. Huh. Thank you for... Oh yeah, community. Yeah. Thank you, Kacho. Thank you for the show, Rico. Had a coworker get mad at me because I asked him if we could work late. He got me that he wasn't working late because he had a wife, daughter, and life outside of work to me. The thing is, like, I get that. I understand. So me personally, I'm very keen on work-life separation. You know, like when I'm clocked out for the day, I am clocked out for the day. Like, if you send me an email, great. I'm not going to respond until tomorrow, you know? But the thing is, there are circumstances where your job is to keep the company going. And if it requires overtime, it can require overtime, right? And so sometimes you do have to make concessions in order to do your work because otherwise you get fucking fired. And so the thing is, I will always cut corners and I will always steal time. But if it's down to the wire and I have to do something, I will, okay? If it's not serious, like I'm very much of the thought process that I will always steal time. I will always rob them of their time. I will always do the bare minimum. But at times, something simply needs to be done, and therefore, I'm willing to put in the work if it's absolutely necessary, right? And so, yeah. That's annoying, Rico. Yeah, he bragged about it. Ooh, annoying. That's where appearing. Oh, that's you can get. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, I think like even throwing a water cup at someone can be accounted as assault, right? Because you don't know what's in the contents. Women co-recommend fudging customer data for the companies we are partnered with. Yeah, I've had that happen before. Yeah. Yeah, I think causing the break for conduct unbecoming of a service member is extreme enough. Oh. Huh. One of the sadder cases when a lady ended up getting medically scalped like to the bone due to facing fungus. That scares me. Did you know that one of the lakes, I live near a bunch of lakes in like a swampy kind of area. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. And I remember for a while we couldn't swim in the lakes near our house because they had flesh-eating bacteria. You know, necrosis and all that stuff, so yeah. Exactly, no, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, do the bare minimum, but if it has to be done, it has to be done, you know? That's why I compensate in other places. Like, oh, if you're gonna make me work overtime, I'm gonna give less of a fuck this week, you know? Yeah. Jesus Christ, Corgi, holy. Yeah. You are kind of a... I am a flesh-eating bacteria for the burpees, because I love you. Yeah. Well, y'all know that I've had a lady at my office with like 30+ HR write-ups. She's kind of crazy, and we're also convinced that, like, she must have some kind of dirt on upper management because she still works here, despite being absolutely psychotic. Like, she was so mad at one of my coworkers that she basically sabotaged him by basically harassing one of his clients to the point where the client didn't want to do business with us anymore, you know? Like, have you ever been so mad at someone you tanked business? Like, multi-million-dollar per year spend on this one client. And she tried to ruin his and his client's relationship because he was mad. She was mad. That's crazy. Yeah. I may have been the cause for supply delivery driver to be fired. Girl, what the fuck you do? I once found out two of my coworkers pretended to work late and extra hardworking because they were clocking overtime to have an affair. I walked in when they were smooching. Did you know that a lot of meeting rooms have windows in them because people frick in them? Apparently across America, I don't know about other countries, but America specifically, a lot of meeting rooms have windows because in the past, people kept fricking in them. And so that's why a lot of them have windows now. Yeah. In the same tech job, I got reprimanded for not knowing the background and controls for data for 2011. I would have been a wee child and not a working adult. Bro, did you know I used a system at work that was created in 1988? Our ERP is from 1988. Yeah, crazy. Then you got workers who think, ooh, Windows, how can... Honestly, I don't know how workplace affairs even function because once I put you in the coworker zone, you are the least sexual creature to me. I simply tolerate you for my paycheck. You know, I don't understand how that stuff happens because once you get put in the coworker zone, you are unsexable. You are held at like a 10-foot pole's length. Like, don't even touch me, even in like a friendly manner. Don't even touch my hands, you know? Like, we are strictly coworker zoned, alright? The other day, my boss asked me to be her sperm donor. Huh? Huh? Okay, wild, Silk. What? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, Corky, happy 22 months! From Dim Bitsaragi. We got put on case of the cop from another unit, found him drunk with amnesia, also lost his gun and vehicle. No, he didn't lose it! He crashed the vehicle. No. Dim Bitsaragi, actually, his partner cop, Barry, he actually did not lose the vehicle. He knows where it is. It's just crashed. So, right, yeah. What about Office Romance BL collection? Oh yeah, Office BL is the best. Office BL and GL, Office Romance is the best. Not IRL. I find it disgusting. It's like once you get coworker zone, you cannot be anything more than a coworker to me. Okay. Vivicore, thank you for the shilpa. When I was at military summer camp, I heard about a trainee getting drunk and starting a fight with my unit's colonel. The colonel brought a knife on him. On 4th of July. Oh, say, can you see? Nothing more American than a knife fight, baby! Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Girl, Cujo, I feel you. Cujo, I've had nephews. I know what it's like. It's horrible. It's awful. It's all just diaper stuff. Another reason, okay, motherhood scares me on so many levels. Motherhood scares me on multiple things. I had a coworker who was pregnant with twins. She was barely 4'11". She's like barely 4'11", and she had twins. Pregnancy does unholy things to the body. It's like I have never seen a body contort that way before. Like this little petite 4'11" little lady, twins. Like I couldn't, like, I'll be honest, like looking at her gave me like a shiver down my, like it's like body horror almost, you know? I think childbirth and pregnancy are valiant and wonderful things by mothers. Like I have nothing but respect and admiration for those who carry children, okay? Because that shit looks scary. And she was casually telling me, she was like, "Oh yeah, after I gave birth to the kid, I sat up at the chair, and I could feel my organs slowly sliding into place every now and then." I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my god, holy shit!" And she was like, "Yeah, I actually got hit by a car when I was in my teenage years, and it hurt actually less than pregnancy and then giving birth." I was like, "What the fuck?" This lady literally hit by a car in her teenage years. And it somehow hurt less than childbirth. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? No, apparently. And it's like, it was so crazy because she was like, yeah, giving birth actually kind of sucked. But the other part that really sucked was having a pregnancy belly and people thinking it's okay to touch me at random. Like, she's had people at the store come up to her and go, "Oh, how far along?" And she's like, "Do I know you?" Like, don't touch me. What the fuck? It's crazy. Yeah, she's like, yeah, giving birth itself sucked, but like another part that she hated was people without permission just touching her, you know? Like, ugh, no thank you. Yeah, you know, one day if I want to have a child, I'll probably adopt, but the act of giving birth puts an immense fear in me. It's like true body horror. It just, like, I can't handle it. I can't handle it at all. You know, it just puts me into a state of panic. I just can't. You know, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I truly do change my mind, then perhaps I will adopt. But because there's lots of kids in the foster system that need homes, but I just can't. I can't do it. No. Yeah. Jesus. My reason to raisins is wild, Cujo. Wild. If you go, to be fair, you go into shock during that. I don't know if you do during birth. I have no clue. Yeah. With the conditions that yeah, honestly, it's like nah. I think if I truly want a child, I'd probably adopt. But like at this point, I'm not super keen on having a kid or nothing. Is this weird to talk about? Sorry, but like I'm not super keen on having kids. Even marriage is looking kind of distant right now because I am bitchless. I'm also getting up there in years. And hearing from one of my cousins who's in her like mid-40s and still single, she's like, yeah, at a certain point it gets really hard. I'm like, bruh, I'm not even looking right now. Marriage doesn't seem very likely, y'all. I'm gonna be so real. Marriage doesn't seem too likely. Oh my, am I cooked? I do want to get married at some point, but I'm also actively not looking. So I guess I am in a prison of my own making. So, but anyways, the movie Aliens based on the Hearts of... Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why the facehugger looks very yonic and phallic at the same time. Yeah. And so I don't know. I'm getting up there in years. And people say that women past a certain age are in demand. Are they though? I don't know. The world's a little bit ageist, so I don't know. Expect a knight to come. Yeah, I expect a knight to show up. A knight in full plate armor. Yeah, you know? Yeah, that's what people say. But as soon as a woman shows signs of age, she's a hag, you know? Like, I'm lucky that I have the goofy genetics that make me look like a fucking teenager. But once a woman starts aging, she's undesirable. It's crazy. Yeah. So, I don't know. That does make me feel a little better, Childy. Yeah, mayhaps one day. Mayhaps. Sippy water. Yeah, mayhaps one day. But I guess me not looking at all and me being completely off the mark is probably not helping. Yeah, but anyhow. And so, oh my gosh, so things in my company are not going super great. And so my raise has been held back. And so I probably won't see my raise until next year, if even that. But y'all have heard this story before, but for those who haven't, bro. Our company's not doing great. And so we had to lay off a lot of people. I survived the purge, thank God. And so, but for some reason, girl, my company decides to host a fucking very expensive, like, work event in another state. And it's expensive to host all of that. And we flew out all of our staff over to the other state to go to our sister location for this thing. And it was annoying because we just had layoffs and now we're holding this extremely, mind you, pointless, this deeply pointless event where we're just gonna tell our clients like, hey, we're struggling, by the way. And the thing is, like, it was such a waste of time and money because nothing, it's the budget. What budget? You know, we let our best guy on our team go for this shit. You know, and my experience at the event was kind of cursed because, bruh, I had local food. So the thing is, my city has good food. This city I went to was not. They did not have good food. So first and foremost, I had a few cursed interactions with my coworker. So I have a coworker who's basically my counterpart, but for the sister location, right? So we have the same position, same title, everything. He messages me one day, and he's like, "Hey, Aya, I hear you're coming up here soon." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And he was like, "So, do you know about this certain Asian grocery chain?" And I was like, "Yeah, we have a couple down here too." And he was like, "Well, I've got good news for you. there's one of those Asian grocery store chains behind your hotel. And I was like, cool, why are you telling me? I think, the things, I'm not offended, he meant well, but it's just like, bro. I think there aren't many Asians where he's from, so I think he meant to try to be welcoming, but it came across a little funny, but I take no offense, he's trying to be nice. He's trying to be nice. It's very clunky, but it comes across like he's just trying to be accommodating. So, okay, cool. And so, we go to the event, it's boring as fuck, and like, they're like, oh, Aya, you have to try the local delicacy here. It's not that good. Like I said, the food down here is pretty good. So I go up there and I have like their local specialty, and they're like, oh yeah, try this, Aya, you'll love it. Stomachache. I had the most painful stomachache for 3 days. Because it was so heavy and greasy and like just too much. And it gave me the worst fucking stomachache for 3 days. I literally could not sleep during my time there in the hotel because I was just sicky. I was just sicky. And so I had to attend the actual event while like in horrible pain. And then during the day of the actual event, I was helping set things up. I was registering the clients with their name tags and helping them with find the catering tables and all that stuff. And the same coworker comes up to me, hey Aya, and mind you, I'm sitting next to the team mom, like a group mom. She's like a tiger mom. She gives no fuck. She's also mad that she has to be there too. She also thinks the event is stupid. And we're both sitting at the table together doing the same job. I'm greeting my clients. I can finally see them in person. I'm like, oh hey, so and so, it's been a while. Etc, etc. And so he comes up to me, my coworker, my counterpart, and he's like, hey Aya, I'll give you, like, mind you, I'm visibly busy. He was like, hey Aya, I'll give you $5 if you run and pick up a pizza for me. And here I am, like, arms deep into name tags, like, talking to my clients, because, mind you, even though we're the same title, he doesn't have clients. I do. Because I'm trusted to do the business side of things. He's strictly administrative, like, paperwork, clerical stuff, which is nothing to be ashamed of. I just do more. And so, bro is like, oh, hey, I'll pay you $5 to pick up a pizza for me. And before I can even respond, the group mom was like, dude, the fuck you think she's doing? Can't you see she's busy right now? And he's like, well, yeah, but the pizza place is right around the corner. And she's like, go pick up your own damn pizza. The fuck are you bothering Aya for? And I actually talked to her about it. She low-key thinks like a weird hazing thing, where it's like my first time visiting the sister location and that sort of deal. And so I was like, girl, what the fuck? What the no? The group mom gives no fucks. If she doesn't like you, she'll let you know. Type shit, you know? Yeah. Also, crazy, Kujo, crazy. Yeah. Also, paying me $5 to grab a pizza for you, it's like, girl, it's a work event. You can just expense that. You can order a pizza and expense that. Girl, do you know how many coffees I treated myself to during that trip? I expensed all of it. Like, just DoorDash. It's expensed by the company. We have a company card. Use it, dude. Yeah. You know? And so, it was really fucking weird. It was really, really weird. It was acting weird the entire time. But a part of me is kind of understanding because, like, to be fair, the last time he came down to our location, the HQ, when he came down to headquarters for a similar event years ago, I admittedly was kind of a cunt. Because at the same time as the event, my late cat Gigi was diagnosed with stomach cancer. And the cancer had spread to her lymph nodes in her throat, and as well blinded her. And so my parents were out for vacation, and my cat Gigi was home alone the entire time, and I did not feel comfortable leaving her alone for 9 hours when she's literally blind and cancer-ridden, right? I couldn't weasel my way out of the event, and so, like, I was forced to show up, but I was not in the mood. I was, like, the entire time I was checking the cameras in the house to make sure she's okay, because at this point she was only blinded for, like, she's been, I think, about a week and a half since she was blinded, right? Because the cancer was spreading rapidly. And so I was not in the fucking mood. And so my counterpart comes up. He's like, oh, hey, Aya, what's up? And I admit I was kind of a cunt. I was like, hey. Just like, oh, hey, how are you? What's up? Like that kind of thing. And I didn't really talk to him a whole lot. And plus, A, I was busy like managing the event and everything. And plus, I had, you know, my dying fucking cat in my mind. And so, luckily, my coworker who was let go a few months ago, many months ago, actually, he was like, hey, like, I'll bail you out. Like, if they'll come looking for you, I'll just tell you on a meeting with one of your clients. Go. Just go home. Go home to your cat. My goat, by the way, my fucking goat. And so, I went home and that kind of thing. So, I admit, I probably don't have the best impression in his mind because I was absolutely, like, an angry cunt when I spoke to him for the first time in person. So I get that, but that was still, like, strange behavior. Can you get this pizza for me? I'm like, my crime was I was a little bit short with you, and I didn't talk to you very much. What is this? What is this? Yeah, I do have some great coworkers at the office, yeah. No, my boss, girl. Despite all the tomfoolery at my office, my boss is the GOAT. My boss is an absolute G, okay? Like, when I work from home, like, no, when I work remotely, during my trips to Japan and stuff like that, I don't, like, if I, like, firstly, he lets me work remotely, which is kind of base, because not all companies will let you do that. Secondly, he doesn't mind if I'm gone for, like, 2 weeks to a month at a time. He's just cool with it, because it's my vacation, right? And then, additionally, he's like, I told him, I work my 8 hours in Japan, and then I also stay up a little bit extra late because the time zones line up where, like, when I'm working my 8 hours in Japan, it's basically nighttime in the US. And so I'm never online at the same time as my coworkers, which can be a little bit of an ugh, because what if you need me for something? Like, let's say, like, a system is down, or you're going lying down or something, and you need me immediately. So if I'm not physically awake to help, then, you know, then it's bad. And so I'll spend a few extra hours, like 3-4 hours, at like midnights until like 2 a.m. to stay up and just keep an eye on my teams if something is needed. And so I told my boss that, and he was like, dude, I don't care. I don't care how you do your 8 hours. It can be 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening. I don't care. Just 8 hours eventually, which is goated. Not everyone does that. So, like, I tolerate the tomfoolery at my office because my boss is simply the best kind of boss, you know? The best kind of supervisor is one who just hands off, trusts you to do your job, and is simply supportive, you know? Yeah. And so, I mean, to be fair, Emma Tungus, like, you should probably be cordial. I think, yes, technically, no one's entitled to me being nice, but it's a business. It's a business, and it's a social interaction among coworkers. You have to, like, okay, not air quotes have to, but it's in the right step is to be nice. Even if you don't want to, you have to be nice. Like I'm fully aware that I hate certain people at my office, but I'm still nice because that's the correct course of action, you know? Just because they don't deserve your niceness doesn't mean it's right to not be nice. So, Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Good manager makes or breaks jobs, for real. And so, to be fair, even when my boss told me, he was like, hey, you're getting a raise, but we can't implement the raise until much later. And so I was like, is there a reason why? And he was like, bitch, I wish I knew, because they told me the same thing. So, in short, remember that upper management always has no idea what the fuck they're doing. Seldom in any company does upper management understand what they're doing. They're always running around their heads like a chicken with their head cut off, you know? You know? Respect your professionalism. I am nothing short but professional. Like, even when I'm furious, I remain professional because being ass mad don't help nobody. So, yeah. But it's a bunch of malarkey. And also, they stopped doing our 401k matching, which sucks. It sucks. Upper management is stupid as fuck, man. It's like, let's have layoffs. Oops, we laid off too many people. We have to hire new ones. Oop, we have to do this expensive ass event now. Oop, we're spending money launching a new ERP now. Y'all stupid. Like, high upper management is full of, like, dumbasses. Oh, let's be so real. You know, crazy. What are the odds those bonuses are only to keep people there as long as possible, so they don't plan on paying? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Again, like, I have suspicions about my office and everything, but again, girl, I didn't do anything today. Okay, I'm no fool. I'm aware that I'm lucky to have my job, because I'll be honest, I'm in it for the insurance in the resume fodder. And so I have to stay here because I'm someone with chronic illnesses. In America, you can't not have insurance if you're chronically ill. If you have any kind of pain management issues, you need to be on insurance, because healthcare in America is a joke. It's a cruel joke. And so I can't not be on insurance. They can pay me nothing, and I'd have to stay on insurance. I'd stick around anyways. But the positives are A, my boss is awesome. My coworkers are generally normal people. And the pay, reasonable. My benefits, reasonable. And I have insurance. And so I'm not foolish enough. And plus, like, again, I have min-maxed my job so hard. I spend Monday and Friday doing jack diddly squat. Jack diddly squat. I do nothing. Mondays and Fridays, remember, if you're working corporate, it is fair and just to steal time. Okay? Remember, if a company would benefit from killing you, they would. So steal all of the time you can. You owe them nothing. And they don't owe you anything either, outside what's legally required. So, steal the time! Do it! Aya's wisdom of the day is to always steal time. It's always fair and just to do so. Yeah. Thank you for the super Jim Mummy. Hi, Gooby in chat. Sorry I'm late. Here's my story. I was once offered a job to teach Portuguese to myself. I'm an engineer, but I used to teach English, Portuguese, and Spanish as a side gig. To avoid bloat, I used two separate CVs, one for engineering, one for teaching. One day, I received a job proposal to teach Portuguese to the OSHA management team of a certain engineering project. Ooh, OSHA. Am I a brow noser for saying that I really like OSHA? Because am I unbased for liking safety? I work in manufacturing. We had a guy die recently because he got electrocuted. Legit, like, last month, a guy literally passed away. So, no. OSHA's there for a reason. I know people call OSHA the fun destroyers, but listen, every safety rule in history is written in blood, okay? It's because someone fucking died. A grisly death, probably. And so when you don't comply by OSHA rules, you have to face consequences. Like, people die. So, thank you, GM Mummy. Turns out it was a project I was working at. I was OSHA. Didn't realize I already worked for them because the different CV. Oh! I jokingly told them by the end of the class I'd be fluent in Portuguese. That's kind of funny, though. That's funny. That's funny. They did two different names for the CVs as well? Or did they just assume that there was someone in the other team that also had your name? Thank you for the shilpas. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Everyone hates OSHA until something goes horribly wrong. Girl, someone in my office fucking died! Crazy, Dial. Crazy. You know, girl, this happened to me when I started working at my current company. I was told, if you're a girl, if you ever go to the shop, like the manufacturing line, like the production line, if you're a girl, don't wear a skirt, don't wear a dress, because there's a lot of guys there that might look at you funny. And I was like, I remember sitting in my orientation and being told this. I was like, what? I was like, huh? And I was like, well, I have some dresses, like floor-length ones, though. And she was like, oh no, don't do that. Wear pants. Always wear pants. Like, you can wear them if you're in the office, but if you're going to the shop floor, you need to cover up. I was like, am I going to church? Like, what? Girl, I can wear dresses to church. What are you talking about? I wear long dresses when I volunteer at my local church. Huh? What do you mean I can't? It's very odd, very strange. Huh? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Clearly, the only way to resolve this is to have the guys in the shop also wear dresses so we can match. If we have girly pop just to impress, matchy time, it'll equal things out. It'll, like, equilibrium, you know? Yeah. I stopped caring about OSHA because my work stopped caring about OSHA, about my own safety. You should still care about OSHA because you might die, literally. So, just because you're... Listen, I've had workplaces as well that did not enforce proper safety rules. I still followed safety protocols. I would simply, in my own way, try to skirt around the shortcuts my job was taking because I'm not gonna fucking die at a fast food joint. You know? It's like, just because my workplace doesn't care, I try to care. Because, girl, I am not dying on the floor of a Denny's, okay? like, I totally get it. People do that all the time. OSHA's treated as a suggestion rather than a rule in a lot of workplaces. Especially in manufacturing and food service, in my opinion. But, like, it's not worth dying. You know? Thank you! Thank you for the super, Jim Lummy. The CV for teaching doesn't have my middle name, but I think the people hiring language instructors don't bother to check the names of the OSHA team. Wild. Wild. Yeah. The launches get banned in our warehouse. Yeah. Yeah, that's why uniforms exist. That's why a lot of uniforms exist. That's why they're onesies, too. Yeah, crazy dial. Crazy dial. Exactly. No job's worth dying for, and I am certainly not dying on the floor of a random fast food joint, you know? I worked in the mess hall for a few months, did everything but actually cooking. We're undergoing renovations on the kitchen and had to use field tents. Renovations got cancelled midway because we kept using the tents for a few more weeks because of bureaucracy until one night, under a heavy storm, the tents got uplifted and the wind spilled food everywhere. Luckily, it was on a weekend, so I didn't have to feed many people, but and could cook most back before lunch. Imagine a windstorm picks up and oh my god, it's cloudy the chance of meatballs IRL. Crazy. 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 Thank you, Rain. Happy 20 months. Let me see. I once noticed part of our work oven was being held up by a coat hanger. It was like that for 4 years. Notice 4 years into the job. Girl. Girl. You know, my boss once found a dirty old sock under... You know, like the mat you use? Like, you put on top of, like, a carpet to let your desk chair roll? Like, the rolling mat. You know, like the clear mat or the black one that you have on the floor so your chair rolls properly? He went on vacation for a month. He came back and, like, he felt a lump. Like, he saw, like, a visible lump underneath his mat. He looks at the map and pulls out. It's like a dirty sock. To this day, he has no idea how it got there. No one ever came forward and said anything. So, wild. Wild. I found my neighbor is peaceful until you ask. Is at one time a known troublemaker from a slum who hung around bad-mouthing people stole a bird cage from a neighbor tradesman store. The neighbor asked around and found the bird cage in the culprit's house. The entitled summoned 10 plus villager and plus 2 kids, one of whom destroyed a speeding sign, a no speeding sign versus a shopping district. Later the same night, someone from the district's side summoned an army connection to tell him to stop. That's how I found our store CCTV was just an ornament. You'd be surprised! You'd be surprised how many CCTV cameras don't actually work. Or they're not being turned on. Office. That's how I got away with sliding a piece of old moldy salami into a drawer at work because I was mad at them. Yeah. Sometimes... I did tell you this. Okay, one time I was the insane coworker. I did put a dead cricket on the desk of a lady's cubicle because I got mad at her. Which, I look back, that was not okay. I should have confronted her like a normal person, but she should have not thrown me under the bus, okay? She went up to the higher-ups going, oh yeah, I didn't complete this form, so now we're late looking at a line down. And I was like, no, I did! Here's the file right here, bitch. What do you have to say about that? Then she didn't respond. And so, where'd you find the cricket? In the parking lot? I got a paper towel from the bathroom. I picked it up and just dropped off at her desk. So, it was hilarious, but... It's so funny because the team's message was like, I don't know who left the cricket on my desk, but that was not okay. I don't know, Rebecca. It wasn't okay to throw me under the bus, but alright. Whatever, Rebecca. Rebecca, this is why no one likes you. And your casseroles are gray. Thank you for the super, Jessie. A few years ago, one of the letters on our store sign fell on someone. They survived, thankfully, although it made me paranoid. That's scary. That is scary. I'm glad they're okay. Holy shit, Jesse. Holy. It says, mind you, I'm literally afraid of bugs, but I was so ass mad.
What is wrong with you?
I was so ass mad. I overcame my bug fear for a brief moment to drop off a deeply unpleasant gift. Thank you, JT. Once while I was working security at a stadium, I saw a jet engine flying close to a high-rise building before moving away, only to hear the radio feed saying someone illegally flew over this stadium. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's dangerous as fuck, too. It must have been super loud. Those engines are loud as hell, brother. Especially like a jet. Thank you for the super, Jay. I really want to see a Blue Angels show one of these days. Like the Blue Angels, like the jets. Yeah. We had a lady coworker who threatened to leave her shit somewhere in the like actual poop before she leaves for her new job. She's in her 2 weeks. She planned in vivid detail. Thank God I left first. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I can imagine, JT. Holy shit. Literally, holy shit. Insane. Absolutely insane. What the hell, brother? What the hell? Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, okay. So, this happened a long time ago. I was at my old job. I used to do data analysis and database management for a beauty school. And mind you, I've had my share of bad bosses. I'm very grateful to have as good of a boss I do now, but I hate micromanagers. I hate bosses that have to know where I am 24/7 because what if I'm shitting? You know, like I don't know, Stacy. Maybe I'm pooping. You know, just kidding. Girls don't poop. But this one time I was on my period, and without going into vivid detail, even though it's a completely natural process, so I was taking care of my feminine hygiene in the bathroom, and that takes a couple minutes. Like nothing egregiously long, but like 5-10 minutes depending what's going on. And so my boss was waiting outside my desk. And she's like, oh, hey, Aya, where were you? And I was like, bathroom. And she was like, you know, like, I totally get that when nature calls, nature calls. But, you know, I noticed you've been going to the bathroom a lot lately. And I was like, I'm on my period. And she was like, you know, when I'm on my period, I don't need more than a minute in the bathroom. I was like, okay. That's a dirty lie. That's a fucking... Girl... I know some pad speed changers. I know some people who reload feminine hygiene products that they're loading in a mag to an AK-47. But no one changes out that fast. No one does. And I was like, girl, you just making shit up. You just making shit up. There's no way. There's no way you're changing your pad like a fucking mag in there. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's a fucking lie. And so, like, and it's doubly crazy from her because, mind you, the entire team was women. It was an all-female team. Girl, you think that working among women, like all of us have our menstrual cycle, you think that you just get used to it at this point, you know? It was crazy. It was crazy. Insane. I was like, okay, how are you reloading? Girl, I imagine, like, you go to... Like, if she goes to the bathroom and she's changing out feminine hygiene products, you hear, like, the sound of, like... you sound like... You hear, like the mag dropping, quickly reloading and everything, because she's, like, in the fucking bathroom. She just changes fast. What the hell, brother? Mind your business, you know? Thank you. Thank you, Rain. Some teenagers stuffed a microwave to the brim with napkins and made it explode. Some people are still trying to buy stuff when firemen show up. That is the most, like, that is some gas station behavior. That is crazy. That's Denny parking lot behavior. World War III type shit. Zoracle, happy 27 months! Mwah! One time, a lady had a seizure while driving and ran her car into a forklift I was on. Look, had my seatbelt on and she wasn't going that fast. Oh my god, that's scary. That's my one fear. Like, what if someone's having, like, a medical emergency in the car? Then you're just driving like a 2-ton metal screaming death trap, you know? That should scare you. No, I've heard of a story where a gentleman in my town had a heart attack while driving down the freeway and killed 3 people in the process. Like, that's scary. That's scary to me, you know? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, rewind. Crazy. Yeah, I was getting coochie policed. It was crazy. Oh my god. Okay. So I used to work maid cafe at some conventions. And it was a very small one. The thing is, I generally had great experiences with maid cafe stuff because it was fun. It was just goofy. Everyone thought it was really like, hey, isn't it funny how we're not like really good maids? You know, like that kind of thing. We only had one incident. Like generally speaking, we had a really great experience doing the maid cafe stuff. We did have an individual who came in who so when you walk in, you're allotted a time slot, right? So typically it's 1 hour. You pay a flat rate for 1 hour. You get 1 entree, 1 drink, and 1 special like service you can ask for from one of the maids. Also, you get to pick your maid. If that maid is busy, then you can either be okay with sharing or pick a different one, right? And so we had an incident where someone walked in and so essentially their time was up, right? And they insisted on staying because they claimed that they bought 2 hours. The thing is, we don't allow that. We literally do not allow people to buy more than 1 hour because there's a line. We have to get through people, so you can't just be there forever, right? And plus we checked our records, like, no, sir, you paid for only 1 hour, okay? And so he's doing like a big making a big like fuss out of all of it. And like we obviously tell people like, oh, here's how the system works, and do you understand? Okay, we're all good. Okay, cool. And then he said he'd only leave if he got to take a picture with one of the girls. And mind you, one of the senior butlers is like this beefy short stack. Is short stack okay? Is short stack offensive? I use short stack for girls too, but this guy, big beefy guy, maybe like 5'4", 5'3", like on the shorter side. But he was a demon. Bro was built like a god. Bro was like a slightly shorter version of what's his face? Kratos from God of War, right? And bro was like already raising an eyebrow. And the thing is, we just wanted to get him out of our hair at this point. All the girls were like, okay, it's fine. Just let him take a photo and let's let him take him out, right? Basically Wolverine. Yeah, like Wolverine, but clean shaven. And so the girls like, okay, let's just get him out of here. Okay, let's just get him out of here. Just take the picture and be done with it. And so he wanted to take a picture with one of the other girls. And the thing is, like, he handed over his phone, right, to take photos. And the thing is, you know, like on the iPhone, where you can see like photos, like the most recent photos you took on the bottom left-hand corner, like your gallery. So the person holding the phone noticed that there's upskirts of the maids on his gallery, and so before taking the photo, she took the phone to the senior butler, or Wolverine basically, and was like, hey, this guy has photos. And so Wolverine basically opened up his gallery and deleted all of them, and then physically picked this guy up. And it was like, you have to get out of here. You have to go. And he was like, oh, but I had to take a photo first. And so he was like, no, absolutely not. And so Wolverine just basically manhandles him like a baby. Like physically picks him up and removes him from the premise. It's like, hey, like, if you stay here, we're going to call the cops. Okay, you have to go. And so guy fucked off, never saw him again. But like, crazy Dio, crazy. Yeah, absolute G. Actually, last I checked, he got married. Yeah, last I checked, he got married. So good for him. Yeah, he's kind of like in my auxiliary friend group, but last I checked, he got married not too long ago, so... Yeah. And so, here's fucking Wolverine. It was crazy. But I generally had very good experiences at the maid cafe. It was really fun. Oh my god! This one time, I was booth babing for so I knew the owners of this storefront, and they're boothing at a convention, and so they needed booth babe slash just staff and that kind of thing. So we had to wear the merch and that kind of deal. And so for reference, I was wearing a skirt, but the skirt was like maybe like mid-thigh, and I was wearing full coverage pantyhose, like full solid black pantyhose and sneakers beneath it. And then I was wearing a crop top, but the crop top was not very short. Like between the skirts and my crop top, it was maybe like an inch, barely an inch of skin showing, and I was wearing a bomber jacket on top of that, right? So yes, I was wearing a skirt and a crop top, but it was pretty high coverage. And it was really cold at the convention center because they had the AC blasting, and I was standing underneath an air vent the entire time. And so I was wearing a crop top, but also a jacket. Like, and so the thing is, no, I got the story mixed up. Wrong one. We were outside. Pardon me. Wrong story. I booth babed a few times. So wrong story. I was outside at an outdoor festival, and so I was volunteering, and the thing is, you can take pictures with the booth and like the booth babes and that kind of thing. And mind you, we're just girls wearing the merch, right? We're just showing the like the merchandise because the merch is really quirky and kind of goofy. And so yeah. And so mind you, there's also male booth babes. They're just big beefy guys. Anyways, so this couple of gentlemen come up to me, and mind you, it's the end of the festival, so like we're just kind of wrapping up and that kind of thing. And we are kind of closing out sales for the day. And so these last two people come up, and we're like, oh, hey, how can we help you? We're actually like closing up now, but if you make it quick, we can probably squeeze you in. And they're like, oh, we don't want to buy anything, but can we take a photo? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And so I just moved to the, like, oh yeah, I was like, okay, sure. I just posed peace sign. And they're like, oh, can we have you in front of the booth? And the thing is, like, if you get the whole booth in the shot, you can kind of see that we're just packing up stuff in the background. And I was like, okay, weird, but all right. And I was like, okay. And so I let one of the people behind the counter know, like, oh, hey, these guys want a photo, so I'm just come around the front, okay? And like, okay. And so I come on to the front for the photo. And they're like, okay, actually the lighting's not really good. Can we take a photo over there? They point to a fucking dark alley. I was like, bro, at least be subtle or something. Like, can we take a photo all the way over there? And I was like, no, you cannot. And I was like, what's wrong with taking a photo here? And they're like, oh, the lighting's not very good. At this point, one of the guys behind the table just goes like, hey, we do need her on the premises to help us pack up, so we can't have her running off too far, so if you just take a photo here, it's fine. And so they're like, oh, never mind then. Then they walked away. I was like, was I about to get fucking kidnapped? Was I about to get fucking kidnapped? Bro! Insane. Like, I was about to get fucking kidnapped, bro. It is crazy. It's wild out here. Yeah, I was like, girl, the thing is, they pointed to, like, a single lamppost by an alley. I was like, girl, the fuck? Insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, pick the show. The thing, I am pretty kidnappable, you know? It's like, I have a friend who's bigger, and the thing is, she was like, yeah, being a big bitch has its ups and downs, but the biggest one is, A, my tits are huge, and I can't get kidnapped. And I was like, honestly, valid. Honestly, I love her. She's very she has like a very blunt humor about it. She's like, yeah, the best thing about being a bigger girl is that my tits are huge and I can't get kidnapped. I'm like, damn. I mean, yeah. You know, sure. I am not one popcorn towel. Shut up. Oh my god, no, girl at the office. I'm petite. And I don't look my age. Girl, I don't wander around the hall a lot, but like I once came up to the engineering side of the building, and they're like, I was asking them a question because like a very complex question about a part, and they're like, "Huh, I'm surprised an intern knows this." I was like, "Joey, we've been working together for 4 years." I know we don't talk a lot, and I work 2 floors below you, dude. Like, what do you mean an intern? I've known you for 4 years, dude. What the hell, brother? Oi! What the hell? Insane. Insane. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, he thought I was a freaking he thought I was like an intern. Bro, I've been here for like almost 6 years, dude. Like, I can't help it. I look young, okay? I don't look my age. Okay? Oh, BJ, thank you for the quaffco. What's your profile picture? Open a new tab. Ah! I have to go pee! Can I go pee real fast? I have to tinkle. Can I go tinkle real fast? I have to pee. I'll pee. I'll go pee real fast. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. BRB. Enjoy the bus ride. I peed. Hi. Hi. I peed. I'm not cute. Shut up. Oi. I'm not. Silence. Silence. Baby is Gobi is not cute. Shush. Where'd you pee? Have you been a Greyhound? Listen, if the story changes if you're on a bus, okay? Yeah. Did you remember to shake? I did. Yeah. Okay, cutie. Mods, destroy Brendo right now. Honestly, also, none of my coworkers know why I mean, I am a bit of a hermit. I like to go out a hole. I mean, actually, no. I'm not a hermit. Okay, can I complain? Can I complain for a bit? Yeah. Oh yeah, sure, BJ. Just maybe censor a little bit for you too. Just be mindful of the phrasing, BJ. Okay, can I complain? When extroverts pressure me to go to like happy hour after work, it makes me violently angry. I hate it when my coworkers clown on me. They're like, Aya, you never go anywhere. Why don't you go to the bar with us? You never go to a happy hour. It's like, okay, I'm not paying $18 for a cocktail, first and foremost. Secondly, Why are introverts always expected to leave their shells? Introverts are constantly told to leave their shells, but no one tells extroverts to shut the fuck up. You're not being charismatic, you're being invasive, okay? You're like a cane toad, you're like an invasive species. It's like, girl, it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Like, shh. You know, I have a coworker. She's like, yeah, when I was your age, I used to like staying inside too, but then I hit a certain age, and now I just want to go out all the time. Like, great! How does it apply to me? I hate them constantly judged for not wanting to go drinking. Like, I think y'all are just veiled alcoholics, honestly. You can't have a fun evening without alcohol? No, genuinely. Am I just being, like, a prude when I say this? But, like, is your definition of fun just drinking? Have you considered, I don't know, doing arts, or, like, reading a book, or, God, is watching some Netflix, or just, like, I don't know, maybe go to the park, maybe do some sports, like, you know, anything, you know? Yeah, it's like I hate that I'm constantly judged. Like, people poke fun at me at the office all the time because, like, oh yeah, I doesn't go anywhere. I go to conventions. I go to Ren Fair. I hang out with my friends on weekends. I go to the game store. I hang out there for a couple of hours on the weekends. I volunteer at church. What do you want from me? Just because of my version of outside interaction is different from, you know, your blatant alcoholism, doesn't mean that I'm somehow worse, you know? It's crazy. I do go out. I am among VTubers, among the most well-adjusted, normal, level-headed ones because I actually go outside. It's just because my definition of going outside involves the things that interests my particular hobbies, you know? I'm sorry that you have no hobbies and your only hobby is drinking on a Tuesday afternoon. Like what? You know? Like what? It's crazy. It annoys me so bad how often I get... And it's fine. It's fine to make fun of me because I don't go out a whole lot, but I can't call it your blatant alcoholism. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, it makes me unreasonably mad because to this day, I get clowned on for it. Can you mind your own business? Can you mind your own business? Put down the wine glass. Damn. It's crazy. I judge all of them for being low-key alcoholics. You know? Crazy dial. Angel, happy 46 months. I had a coworker that set the kitchen on fire. Yeah, that's kind of... Honestly... No, you can't survive working in food service without something being on fire at some point. It's like a canon event. The dishwasher overloaded and started sparking. We were told that we had to be careful about getting shocked. Yeah, sounds about right. I think both are canon events. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Miss Pickles. I quit my job without no notice because the CEO accidentally uploaded corn on the company Dropbox. I'm Asian. The category was the category upload was all Asian. I mean, I'm down to upload, watch, whatever the fuck you want. Jork it, however, but not at the office for one. And secondly, girl, how do you mix that up? At this point, he deserved it. Like, how do you mix that up genuinely? You know? Let me guess, Boomer. Crazy dial. Thank you for the shupa. Thank you. Yeah, crazy. Crazy dial. Two customers were both upset. We had to force them out because we closed. So as a result, they stood outside the store to harass us, follow us as we walked out. Girl! Mods kill those people. Mods, put rocks in their shoes. Crazy dial. Wait, no, it's crazy. Crushing on a Friday or a weekend, but fair point and full respect. The thing is, like, you can drink, do whatever, but don't be, like on my case calling me... I'm literally called lame for this, because I don't like drinking. It's like, I don't think I'm better than you because I don't drink. I just don't care, you know? You can drink, just don't drag me into it. Nine Phantom, cute, shut up! Thank you for the donut, BJ. Thank you. Context first. This is while I was still doing my initial employment training, IET, specialized job training we complete after finishing basic training. Also at the time, the F88SA2 austere The primary rifle, which has a detachable barrel. Why do they always have nuclear launch codes for names? I'll let you type that in first. Okay, I'll give you time to drop those off. And harass me, my coworkers, instead of trying to help, they're trying to convince me that I should lean into it. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like the amount of times companies will save face with an actual like weirdo. It's happened to me in a past workplace. Yeah, it happens. It's annoying as fuck. It's no, not annoying. It's very disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah. One more anecdote from printing company days. I saw a lot of kinks I had to review, but the wildest was military jets with massive tits, otherwise not anthropomorphized. To each their own. To each their own. Well, you know, there's something for everyone. There's something for everyone, you know? There's something for everyone. There's also a subreddit for sexy Bilbo. Like Bilbo Baggins from Lord of the Rings. Like his scary, like, rat mine face, but photoshopped over women, naked ladies. You know? So, there's a subreddit for that, you know? There's also a subreddit for dragons doing the do to cars. So, like, something for everyone. Something for everyone, you know? Sexy Bilbo, just regular Bilbo? That's fine, Weepin. That's fine. I like him older, too. Not 111, I forgot the 111th. What was it? 1100th? Whatever they called it. Yeah. Typically not the age range. I like them older, not geriatric. But you know, you do you, bestie. You do you. Yeah. Older, short, and hairy. I mean, whatever works. Whatever works. Whatever works for you, baby. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever makes you happy, bestie. You know? And also, oh yeah, my workplace has no idea I'm a VTuber. And so, like, even if I didn't stream at night, I wouldn't bother going to their happy hours because it just seems like work politics with alcohol now. You know, it's just, no thank you, I'd rather not. Yeah. Hi, Hochix. Yeah, 11th, was that it? Something like that. I'm a barista, and when I was taking expired matcha to be washed in the back, and I tripped and spilled the matcha over the floor. It looks like you just opened the Pharaoh's curse. Someone just got Thanos. Curse of Ra! That's funny. That's such a funny imagery. The fucking Pharaoh's curse. Just that is so funny. Wait, that's an excellent descriptor. The Pharaoh's fucking curse. Curse of Ra! Thank you, Super Lock-On. Happy 44 months. Someone stole the scan time machine at my college as a joke overnight, and they attended for returning it. They used the SSN for the test, so they went to jail. Crazy. Crazy, Dial. Crazy. One of my teachers in my high school got fired. No, my middle school got fired because he was caught messaging minors on OkCupid. Wild time. Wild time. Wild time. Crazy, Dial. But thank you, Super Lock-On. Happy 44 months. Crazy, Dial. Crazy. Thank you, BJ. Oh yeah, how the story goes. 2 courses behind the course I was on, there was a guy who, while doing weapons training, had secured his weapon for the night. He then proceeds to remove the barrel and put it in his butt? And it got stuck? I wonder how many people in the ER have to surgically remove stuff from the butt. Because my theory is, if it exists, there's gonna be someone who tries to put it in an orifice. Okay? Like, if it exists, there's a human out there that will try to shove it into an orifice. You know? I bet those surgeons see all kinds of stuff. Every orifice is an option. If the human urge to put things inside of holes, you know? Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, Dial. Insane. Insane. Crazy. Since he was only an IET, he was promptly medically discharged. Crazy. Crazy. You know, when I was reading the first half of that, I was like, detachable barrel. Psh, no one's gonna put it inside their bodies, right? Oh my god, someone put it in his body! The craziest story from my college help desk was a paranoid woman who wanted to print off all of their emails and got arrested for breaking into Will Smith's house. That is crazy. Crazy dial. You know what? I have a friend who's a nurse. The amount of stories I hear from her about people who have removed stuff from their butt is absolutely insane. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Yeah, yeah, there must be a course for med students to like remove stuff from like orifices. You know? Yeah, crazy dial. Crazy. Crazy dial. You know, what do they say? Like, never put something in an orifice if you can't guarantee you know how to take it out, or something like that. Crazy dial, crazy. The human urge to put things inside of holes. Bro. Take that creative energy and put it elsewhere, just not in your butt. Insane. If there's a hole, there's a goal. Yeah, precisely. Crazy dial. You know, I had to live my whole life with people not knowing that I'm a VTuber. Like, sometimes, like, something crazy will happen on stream. Then I'll be at work the next day like, wow, these people don't know I'm an anime girl. These people don't know that between the hours of 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. PDT, I'm an anime woman. You know? Crazy. Crazy, BJ, crazy! One day in my work lunch, during my work lunch, in the middle of the week, a guy angrily came in after 5 minutes, started yelling profanity at my fellow receptionist until she cried. So, Garfunkel, the demonic lady at my office, has made every single person on her team cry. It's like a goal for her, damn. You know? Crazy. They don't know you made more flushing... Girl... Actually, can I say that I actually make more streaming than I do with my day job? It's like my day job pays, sure. But streaming, at least in my case, is more lucrative. And also way more fun. Yeah. Yeah, I can't fault the guy for shooting his shot, but closing the door makes me a little uncomfortable, Mika. It's usually handling all this direct confrontation. Turns out he was a sole receptionist and the husband of the dentist who owns a dental clinic a few blocks away. Once I got a ticket from someone who actually had a squirrel break in through their dorm window. Let it be known I work in IT at a university out near Bamboozle. Bro! Someone at the plant? No, a raccoon! A raccoon got into the shop once. We had to halt the production line so we don't, fucking kill it. And we had to call animal control. And so, like, we went lying down for a few hours because animal control had to remove the raccoon. It was crazy. It's all those red squares. Listen, BJ. The Aiadmirers are kind of insane. I don't have an explanation for it. Like, my parents have seen my paychecks. And they're like, Aya, what do you do upstairs that earns this much? I'm like, bitch, I don't fucking know. I generally do not know what I do for it, honestly. I don't know what I'm doing correctly, you know? I just think Aiadmirers are just kind of crazy, you know? Yeah. You rocket raccoon. Also, it's old 15-20 minutes to walk from their clinic to ours. So she was yelling in ours for a good 10 minutes or so. Is work at his clinic so that day you can afford to take this time away? I mean, clearly it is. A friend who works TSA, and she told me at the time how she had to take a person to be patted down from a separate room, and they end up finding a wad of cash and all hundreds in her crotch. I mean, at least it's not, something dangerous. Yeah. Short stack office lady by day, adorable enemy one by night. They have no idea. I go through a Sailor Moon transformation and become a 2D enemy woman. Yeah. I caught COVID from someone in boot camp. Since it was transferred to the mess hall right after it, I may not have started the COVID outbreak on base. Bro! Crazy dial. The gap goes crazy from, like, office lady? It does! Doubly so because I use, like, an older voice at the office.
At the office, it's kind of like... So, y'all know by now that at the office I talk like this. Because if I don't get taken seriously. Especially on the phone where I call clients and stuff like that. Because A, I'm already petite, and then I have a pretty youthful looking face. And so people just don't take me all too seriously, unfortunately. And I have to use a lower pitch because no one fucking takes me seriously. And so I drive home.
And suddenly, I'm an anime girl, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I have a Sailor Moon transformation where I lose my third dimension, you know? Yeah. The crazy Shadow Soldier, crazy. We all have raccoon stories. Yeah. I mentioned I have a Coke bottle with Coke bottle glasses and suspenders in a cubicle looking at TV. Okay, I slay at the office though. I slay at the office. I dress nicely. Yeah, I dress really nice for the office though. It helps with my morale. Yeah. I feel like if I like my work, then I do better work. Now, if I feel good about how I look, I do better work. Yeah. I actually find it crazy. People I know who fired guided missiles at per shot. It's crazy. Girl, ammo's expensive. How do you get around being only in the second dimension? I find my way. Yeah, I know. I'm reverse code Lyoko. Yeah. But none of them know what I do, and I don't tell many people. Actually, the only people who know are my moderator, my high school best friend who just found out because she saw my debut, and then my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law. And so, yeah, they just don't know. I just never tell them. I feel like I'm like a superhero, like I'm a Spider-Man, you know? Yeah. Office lady by Clark Kent, office person by day. Anime at night. Ito. I'm not saving cities or nothing, but I'm funny. I'm a funny anime girl. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny because I actually had a friend a while back, well, an acquaintance a while back ask. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. It's like, someone actually asked me a while back what my earnings were like, as a, because the thing is, I go to Japan like every year, and a friend of mine's like, girl, how do you afford to do all that? I'm like, you know, Japan's affordable right now, ha ha ha. And so I had to lie about how much I make at the office to throw them off my trail, because I don't like telling people I have a second job. And so I was like, yeah, I noticed my job at the institute pays really, really well. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. I once caught a homeless gentleman who had 2 teardrop tattoos that frequented my work to sell customers random stuff, taking a dump in my department. I made direct eye contact and all. That is, I think, like, if it's filled in, that means it's someone they've killed, right? I think? I forgot. Yeah. I mean, honestly, oh, that's cute, Shadow Soldier. Honestly, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain streaming to people. Fighting red squares by moonlight, winning paychecks by daylight, never running from a real fight. Listen, it's like streaming. Honestly, you're whatchamacallit? Like, mileage varies. Mileage definitely varies. Yeah. So you can tell me your financial investments are doing well. But then I don't have to explain stonks and stuff because I barely get it myself, you know? Yeah. I'm like weirdly... I think my blood sugar's low. Can I get a banana real fast? I'll be right back. I need to get a banana. My blood sugar is plummeting. I'm trembling. I'm gonna be right back. I had a snack earlier though. I hate my body. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to grab a snack real quick. BRB. I have banana.
The bees will come.
I love banana. Thank you for the soup, Amatungish. Super for snack. I don't need snack soupas. I have a banana right here. I like my bananas slightly unripened. Like a little bit greenish. I don't like it too bruised. It just gets too sweet. And it tastes a little fresher too if you eat it a little unripe. It's yummier that way. I love bananas though. Oh, Sequin, happy 46 months. Green banana free soup. No! My banana! No, I'm not sharing. It's mine. Jesus Christ, Cypher. Holy shit. Go eat dinner? I had lunch then a snacky before stream. Yum. Sorry, Gooby snack break. Okay, noted, BJ. Thank you. Yum.
Hello. Thank you for the Streamlabs donation.
I love bananas. Super yummy. Okay, I put the peel right there. Oh no, the end's bruised. I'll just leave it alone. Yummy. Din. No. Gobi will have dinner later. Mom's still cooking dinner, so. No. Gobi, Burbies just want me to end stream because they hate me. Aiadmirers literally hate me. Literally hate me. They want my banana. They're trying to scare me off to leave my banana behind so they eat it. All done. I love bananas. Yummy. I know, I never tried eating a shower banana, but there's no juice in a banana, so it's not really worth shower banana-ing. I like my bananas mostly greenish. Oh, I got rid of the Vindicators and the Whirlwinds. In Minecraft? In Minecraft? In Minecraft, right? Oh, thank you, BG, for the dono. During my second year in my regiment, I was out on patrol and going rather fast, driving an S-lap. I was told to slow down. I had taken that as slam the brakes. The wheel locks and slams into a decent-sized tree. It took a whole 24 hours to fix the vehicle. Girl, my on 40k. Oh no! They can do that? Oh no! Why are they giving the Space Marines? The Emperor needs them. But y'all, I have friends in the military. I hear the wildest stories from military people. Yeah, it's still so funny. One of my friends was in Somalia, and he was like, honestly, I've been stabbed, blown up, shot at, but the worst thing about Somalia is the bugs. He woke up one morning to a scorpion on him, and he was like, yeah, that was by far the worst thing ever. No, I think it was a whiptail scorpion. It was a whiptail scorpion that was on top of him. Or a Soljupid? I forgot. One of those ugly looking ones. He was like, yeah, I've been shot at, stabbed, and blown up, but that was by far the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I think it's maybe the military humor, the dark humor. I guess it's how they cope though, because I have friends in the military. They all have the same flavor of humor, you know? Yeah. Huh. Now can cream where's my huh. I didn't see. I need to follow more Warhammer news outlets. I didn't catch this. Yeah, true. Gotta cope somehow. It's some people's way of coping, just through the dark humor, right? I'm gonna burp. Skill me. Yeah. Some of the stories that the Afghan vets have told me about the locals are wild. Girl, another one of my friends. So she was in the Navy, and I forgot how, but she has this gnarly scar. I think on her somewhere on her chest. So I think she got slashed with like a machete or something like that. And so she, whenever someone asks what happened, she's always like, "Oh yeah, dropped a toothpick on myself." I'm like, "What do you do? Are all of you like this?" Are all of you like this? That's crazy. A toothpick? I'm pretty sure it was a machete. Oh yeah, whip scorpions are terrifying. It's like Satan was like, let me make a creature too. Like, you know when God was making the earth, Satan goes, hey buddy, let me make one. And he made the fucking whip scorpion. Crazy. A dead rat in the jerky. Ew! This came out today? Oh, I see. Crazy dial. Crazy. Did you know that at my Ren fair, they actually burn these special bricks of incense that scares away mosquitoes? So that's why during the Ren fair season and my local Ren fair, you get no buggies. Because they're burning the special stuff that makes bugs go away. Yeah, all of them are like that, Soul. Yeah. Crazy dial. Heh. You may have been in the military, but I'm a VTuber. Guys, being a VTuber is so hard. Being a VTuber is the hardest job in the world. It is wittily so difficult. Life is so hot. I have to show up to stream and have to chat with sniffles. Very pleasant people. It's the hottest thing ever. Please send your thoughts and prayers. I'm a Twitter survivor, girl. Anytime I open up Twitter, it's nuclear fallout. So I just dip out. Well, to be fair, no. Lately, Twitter has been a yaoi renaissance. There's a Nitro Chiral X New Carnival collab with Dramatical Murder X New Carnival. Girl, for those who are uninitiated, it's like Buddha and Jesus are shaking hands in heaven. Okay? Yaoi God and Yaoi Jesus are now getting along as besties. It's crazy. Crazy dial. Anything funny? If you ever get into real trouble, you got several former military members, police officers, and people in your community to rescue you. True! Aiadmirers! If Gooby were to ever get kidnapped, you would rescue me, right? Right? Burbies? There was Cypher, yeah. But Burbies, if Gooby was in trouble, you'd rescue me, right? You'd have to. I'm a goob. Gooby can't survive on her own. Wait. We were the one hiring the kidnapper. Oh no! The Aiadmirers. No! What if I was ransomed for $1 bajillion? And then they were threatening to destroy my Warhammer collection. And I don't know. Yeah. What if they're threatening my Warhammer minis? I wish I can keep her. No! No, they're gonna let me get kidnapped! No! They literally hate me. Yeah, what if they delete my Yaoi and Yuri files? No! 200 burbs Kool-Aid man their way through a wall to rescue the funny. So you admit I'm funny. Then. So you admit it, Cypher. I am indeed hilarious? Question mark? Okay. Good. What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, eh? Not as flattering, huh? Okay, but they make you should eat 3 times a day. I think I'm okay with them keeping you for a bit. No! They keep me in a box! A box full of spiders and math! And then once a day they look at me in the eye and go, Aya, you are smelly. Then I go, no! I suffer immense psychological torture. And then they send the bees! They send the bees! And then I suffer. Yeah. I gotta go back to work now. You're not allowed to leave. Yeah. Beija, you're not allowed to leave. Yeah. I've changed my chat rules. So now, it's illegal to leave Gooby. Yeah. It's because I love you and respect you greatly doesn't mean I wouldn't let the kidnappers get tired of you and send you back. I don't think I could kidnap. I think I'm too annoying for that. I think I'm too annoying to get kidnapped. Like, I'll go into a spiel about Warhammer lore or something. I'm like, oh, so there's the Necrons, right? And okay, then there's these guys called the Catan. Then there's the War in Heaven. I think I just annoy them too much. Yeah. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Yeah. I think I'd be too annoying to kidnap, you know? Nine Nova, nine. I would just... You know what? I'd just whip out my phone, and instead of calling 911, I would just play my own streams and annoy them until they let me go. It'll work, trust me. It'll work. Yeah, it'll work. You know? Yeah, or even better, I'll read them tweets from VTweeter Twitter, you know? I'll just read random tweets to them. I get kidnapped, they let her go free due to the amount of secondhand imposter syndrome they get from hearing her talk her shit about herself. Bleh. I feel imposter syndrome at my office too. Cause to be fair, I do work outside my pay grade. Low key, no, high key I do. And so sometimes I'm casually reminded that I was not trained for certain things and I get lost. Yeah. Like, hey, Aya, do this. I'm like, you never trained me on this. How do I do this, you know? Yeah. Sometimes Gooby don't feel good about it. Yeah, sometimes Gooby have imposter syndrome about her day job too. You know? Hi, Spiral. Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. One day got a call from a delivery partner that a delivery driver was held hostage because the customer wanted them to remove their bed. They wouldn't, so they parked their car behind their truck. That is crazy. Bro was actually kidnapped. That's crazy. Yeah. I had a guy in a bathroom during Man Overboard drill we couldn't find for 30 minutes. Does like the PA not cover that? Like, do they not hear the drills going on? Yeah, imposter syndrome sticks everywhere, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, if you haven't downloaded it yet, make sure to download the free merch for AiaAmareLIVE Day. It's now live. I have a link to it on my posts, on my YouTube posts, as well as on Twitter. Yeah. Make sure to download it before the link dies, okay? Yeah. The link lasts 3 days. It's free. It's a free wallpaper, a couple of peeker stickers, a voice pack, and a printable hanging ornament charm. Yeah. It's completely free. So make sure you download it before it's too late. Yeah. Thank you for the shuba, Jim Mummy. I've never been kidnapped, but I'm captive to my Ushi's cuteness. No? Yay, CK, I'm glad you like it. No, it's not Cypher. No. I'm glad you like the voice pack. It's 8 fucking minutes long. It's 8 minutes long, holy shit. No, I'm holding the Aiadmirers ransom. Yeah. You've now been kidnapped forever. You've been kidnapped forever. Yeah. And so, now that you've been kidnapped, you're stuck with me forever. My current job screamed at my face while my boss watched. I know what pissed him off, but after 30 minutes of shouting, I just said, yeah, done. I mean, that's the correct response. I wasn't able to stop by yesterday, but the Amare Day merch is still very cute and cool and pretty. Thank you for everything you do for us, Scooby. Thank you for everything you do. There's a link on my posts, on my YouTube post, as well as Twitter. It's on WeTransfer, so yeah. It's on my YouTube post. Go on my channel, go to the post tab. You'll see a link to it there. Yeah. If you have a Twitter, it's on Twitter. I'm still waiting for a place to permanently park my my links. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Bart, WeTransfer's all I can do for now. A part of me is like, okay, would staff really get that mad if I just casually made a Google Drive and didn't tell anyone? Do you think they get mad? How mad would staff be if after they told me I can't use Google Drive, I use Google Drive? I'll make it like a throwaway account, you know? What are they gonna do? Like, it can't be that bad, right? They can't get that mad. I'm a good noodle. I think I'm allowed to break the rules a little bit every now and then, you know? Yeah, I think I'm allowed to. Yeah. Yeah, so, that's the problem. I have no plausible deniability because they already said no. Yeah. I mean, I've thrown several places to them. They haven't said yes to any of them. Steve, thank you for the Shilpa. Worked for a county during presidential election. Weeks before, I kept hearing from security guards that there's a clusterfuck. Weeks after, it became a national scandal. Supreme Court case. People went to jail. Bruh, that is crazy. You know, when I go to local elections, I'm pretty sure it's illegal, but people in the parking lot will be like, vote for this, vote for this. And they'll try to shove pamphlets in your faces. So I just pretend to not speak English. I'm just like, oh, sorry, no English. And it works every time. Anytime they try to shove like pamphlets in my... And honestly, I do this to everyone. If I go to a mall and those mall kiosk guys are trying to... Girl, the makeup mall kiosks with their shitty ass makeup. Girl, I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Don't try it. Like, oh, like, ma'am, try this. I'm like, sorry, no English. Sorry, no English. Every single time. And then, yeah, they do it all the time, though. Yeah. They do it in the parking lot. To me, it's out of range. Yeah, crazy. Thank you, though, Steve. Thank you. Yeah. That's crazy. I think different counties maybe have different rules, or different states even. But, like, I just pretend not to speak English. Sorry. No speak English, sorry. Sorry, no English. Works every single time. Also, I remember this one time. I never take offense to it because I think they mean well, but they just don't get it. This guy at a mall, like I think trying to sell me perfume. No. Oh yeah, no, they're trying to sell me perfume. Like, put his hands together and like bowed to me and said "ni hao," and offered me like a perfume sample. And me, in the most plain American English, like, oh no, man, I'm good, thanks. I only speak English when I fucking want to. He was like "ni hao," and I was like, oh no, thanks, I got it, I'm good. I'm only aggressively American when it suits me, okay? Yeah! You just, the good old Lunar verse, like, sorry, I'm just aggressively American. Yeah, ni howdy. How's it going? Ni howdy. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny. Yeah. Oh my god! Girl, I was at a con once. And I was sitting, waiting in line for, waiting in line for a piano with some friends. And this guy, I think in front of me, like a few people in front of me, was like a streamer, right? And he was talking to one of his streamer buddies, I guess. They had the camera equipment and stuff like an IRL streamer, but it didn't look on because they're all like arms down, like no lights on, and nothing seemed to be recording. And so someone, I think cosplaying Narissa, walked by, and this guy goes like, "Oh yeah, you see that's a VTuber cosplay," and he's like, "Yeah, man, I hate VTubers. Like, it's like." Honestly, VTubing is just for people who are too ugly to be IRL streaming. And me, 5 feet away, a VTuber. It's like, I am the meme. I'm the meme of like, they have no idea I'm a VTuber. It's like, to be fair, I love VTubing for a multitude of reasons. But one of my favorites is the incognito shit. You know? You never know when your Oshi is near you. You never know when your Oshi's directly behind you, you know? I was the meme, like, oh shit, they don't know I'm a VTuber. Did y'all know, I said it yesterday, but did you know that I was at an event a long time ago? And I actually do know what some of y'all look like because I've seen you in person at a meet and greet. I once stood behind an Aiadmirer that was at a meet and greet once. I recognized them. And so, if you're watching this and you've been to a meet and greet, there's a non-zero chance I was sitting directly behind you at one point. Just Scooby things! Thank you, Jim Mummy! I is the opposite. She's too cute for normal streaming. It'll blind us. Well... it's more like my real life angel form is so dangerous. Your eyes will melt. And so I can't show you my real angel form because you'll explode and die. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And so, just so you're aware, I have stood directly behind an Aiadmire before. So, the chances of your Oshi stalking you are low, but it's never zero. Yoshi's rapidly approaching your location. Exactly! You should always be afraid, because you never know when AiaAmare is lurking. You never know when I choose to strike. So, Thank you for the super gym, Lummy. Thank you. A toddler cough? I don't have a toddler cough! No. Okay, I was at a Zoom call once. I was working from home, and I forgot to mute. I just and then someone in the call was like, "Bro, whose kid coughed?" I was like, "That was me." I hate it. I can't stand it. I hate it here. I don't know if we would recognize you. We wouldn't be able to see you. You're so small. Shut up! Silence, Amatungus! Yeah, but whose kid is that? Like, shut up! It's me! Coughing bee versus hydrogen bomb. I get it. I cough a certain kind of way, okay? Why you make fun of me? Cute toddler cough. Riri, I hope you have a stomach ache. I curse you with tummy aches. Get a tummy ache. Now! I cast upon ye the worst of curses. A freaking tummy ache. Okay? What the hell, brother? Something from around the corner, behind the corner, we hear, meow! I do, bruh. Yeah. How do you think you got it? Huh? That's how effective my spells are. Yeah. I thought the Lolita is not cosplay, it's a fashion style. You say the person in Lolita. Yeah. And so I do wear Lolita to cons every once in a while, but a lot of times I go fully incognito. Yeah. Angry Eye sounds like a chihuahua. No! She cursed me! Yeah, and I do it again. Yeah. For the low price of $69.69, I have picked up a new side hobby, a side gig. cursing people. Yeah. For the low, low price of $69.69, I'll curse your enemies for you. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Yeah. And so, anyhow. Oh, speaking of cosplay, in light of the Dramatical Murder New Carnival collab, did you know that a lifetime ago, I actually cosplayed Alba? It's crazy. It's crazy. My friend cosplayed the dog Ren, and we cosplayed one of the bad endings where Ren basically eats Alba alive. And so I did prosthetic makeup to make it look like my neck and my shoulder are bitten out of, like my bones are showing, my skin is flayed open, and yeah. Yeah, the pose of the headphones. Have y'all seen the shoe fan out of that? It is so funny. Someone drew Shu Yamino as Alba in the bed. It was the funniest shit. Sparrow, dap me up, brother. Dap me the fuck up. Quiet Rider, thank you for the shield. Blah. I remember when I ran into a person who sounded like a VTuber. I follow. They just seem like a very good friend. Go. Honestly, I've met other VTubers in person before, and it's always I love the canon event of "Are you so and so? Are you? Okay. It's like I met Sunny in person a long time ago. I'm like, Sunny, and she's like, Aya, and then she hugged me so hard she cracked my back. So I distinctly remember her lifting me up and wiggling me around. My spine cracked a little bit. I don't know why. It's now two ladies that have hugged me who've snapped my back in two. First it was Scarlett, second it was Sunny. Not as bad as one's cosplay. I don't have the balls to cosplay myself. No. No. So right here. You see, Sunny and I cannot be in the same call together because we always go eee! Bestie! We're kind of like those aunties. You know, you gotta pick me up and swing around. It's like, oh, shut up! Shush. Yeah. Why don't y'all show each other your selfies first before you meet? I mean, I remember this one time a couple of members asked me about something about my appearance that I mentioned a while back, and so I sent them a picture to show an example. So some of them know, some of them are just not comfortable sharing pictures, and that's fine. You know, it's a good comfort. It's a comfort thing. You know, I don't really send selfies unless someone directly asks me and if I trust them. So like, yeah. So yeah. So it really just depends. Some people are comfortable, some aren't. So yeah. No, never know I'm actually caught myself. Girl, to open my big fat mouth. Hi, I'm totally not Aya, by the way. Who lost a sassy small child? No! I'm not a sassy lost child. I'm a grown-ass office lady. What the hell, brother? What the flick? Yeah. Actually, crazy person got run over by a motorized chair and one involving an old German lady. Honestly, people who ride motorized chairs need to learn how to drive them a little better. Because this older lady at a supermarket fully ran over my foot. It's happened a couple of times. Barb gets a selfie from eyes, her flipping us off. Yeah! And I'd do it again. Yeah. And? Well, I wouldn't be able to send you a selfie because you would explode. Yeah, you would die. You would explode and die. So, yeah. Also, it's so cute. I don't think Date Night. You know the game I played a little while back, Date Night. I don't think the devs have realized that I'm a backer for the Kickstarter. I donated 200. How much money did I donate? I think I contributed $222. Something like that. Yeah. I think around $200 I donated to the Kickstarter, and I did it under a fake name, a fake account, or like a side account. And I don't think they realize it's me because I think they're sending me like teasers for upcoming parts of the game in my DMs. I don't think they realize I already see it because I have the tier thing. I think they're just being really nice though. I appreciate it. They're being very sweet. Yeah. Shut up, Josh! Shut up! James me, I am person. Me, it would not be possible. I'm too dangerous. Yeah, I'm too dangerous. Yeah. It's very cute. It's very, very cute. It's very, very cute. And so, like, literally, like, I only refer to them as my liege. Like, in our DMs, like, oh, thank you, my liege. Like that kind of thing. Yeah, they're very sweet. They're very, very friendly. Very, very sweet. Yeah. And so I can't wait for day 5 to get released to the wider public because I want to play it. So yeah. Technically, I could play because they did give me like I think a beta version to try out, but I don't know. Wait to play on stream. Yeah. Lady driver had trouble braking somehow. Girl, there's an incident in my town where a lady mistook the gas pedal for the brake pedal and ran into a store. It was crazy. Yeah. But anyways, it's not I'm not the dev for date night, okay? It's just oddly specifically catered towards me. Cupita es la más linda VTuber del mundo. No, ignore! You're delusional. Absolutely delusional. Silly Borbs! Delusional. You're silly and delusional. You just don't get it. Stinky Borbs. We don't get it. They're full of delusion, that's what. Yeah. It happened at the store I worked at, and only had an episode and hit like... That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, a lot of older folks. That's why, I mean, at the risk of sounding a little discriminatory towards older folk, I do think older folk need to be retested for their driver's license every now and then. Because, like, the amount of very bad elderly drivers you see on the road in my town is kinda bad. It's pretty bad. Typically, if there's a crazy driver, it's usually an older individual. And, like, I think they should still be able to have, like, their licenses, but I think they just need to be retested every now and then, you know? Yeah, so I just think... Because it's unsafe. It's very unsafe, you know? Yeah, super unsafe. Having my time last year, it was crazy to see the whole front door of my favorite restaurant get entirely destroyed by a ladies' man. Exactly. But anyways. Over here, you need to renew your license every 10 years. But after 65, go to every 5 years. You see, that's smart, though. Maybe the older folks driving my neighborhood are more like taking their dang time variety. Girl. I'm done living, so are you? Crazy, Pinkerton. Crazy. They have one foot in the grave, they're putting you entirely in yours. That is crazy. Insane. I've seen so many old people blow through stop signs, blow through stoplights. It's crazy. Like, anytime there's a wild driver, it's usually an older person. Pinkerton, what the fuck? I'm done living and so are you. Never kill yourself. I can't die yet. I need to be bench pressed by more beefy people. I'm still waiting for my attractive knight to sweep me off my feet. Since older people have less time left when they drive faster. Damn, you're not wrong. Baby, going to the gym. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah. I'd rather have an old person drive too slow than drive way too damn fast, though, you know? Yeah. Okay. I'd rather have, like, baby mode super slow, because you can't hurt nobody like that. Yeah. Crazy, dial. Crazy. There's a... wait, is that a joke? Wait, I took it literally, what? Is it a joke? Uh-oh, Gooby open! What's Mama Amare cooking for dinner? Stir-fried beef and rice and watercress salad. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, stir-fried beef with garlic chippy And then some rice, brown rice with quinoa, of course. And then some watercress salad with homemade dressing. Yeah. You feel... Oh, goodness. What? Well, you're already pretty muscly, right, Cypher? You look pretty in shape the last time I saw you. Yeah, I wanna feel like a princess. Screw being an office lady. I wanna be a full-time princess. I wanna be a full-time I wanna be spoiled. I wanna be doted on hand and foot. Okay? I wanna walk out of... I wanna wake up in bed. And then my very attractive full-plated lover walks up and goes, "Good morning, milady. I prepared for you your favorite breakfast. Waffles with butter and fried chicken." Oh, boy! Not that kind of spell. Wow. Are you offering me drugs? Wow. Wow. Are you trying to get me hooked on Seth? That is so fucked up. That is so messed up. Wow. Well, I can't believe it. Are you trying to get me hooked on Seth? Wow. That's fucked up. I love chicken and waffles. Pinkerton, didn't you Aka yesterday? You need to stop. You need to stop. Shut up. Stop. I am not interested. You cannot convince me to be interested. No. No. Okay? Oh my god. We all got randomly drug tested the other month, by the way. Is someone in our office doing shit? Because... Girl... Just the other month, we got randomly drugged. We had to send in pee samples. So, like... Is someone in my department doing drugs? Why do we all get tested? Huh? Well, my pee is crystal clear, perfectly fine. Nothing in my system but Advil. So, like... Those really happen. They happen on occasion. Yeah. It's usually if they suspect a department of doing... Someone in a department, if they suspect them of doing something, they might do a random test. Yeah, it's probably Nepo... Fuck you, Nepo baby! I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Keep your scepters, guys! What if I get tested again? I can't have Seth in my system, okay? What if I get freaking tested? Okay? Yeah, I think they suspect someone in my department. Yeah, you know? Yeah, I guess I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Nepo babies, girl, she don't give a fuck. It's crazy. Those god dang nabbit, those fucking Nepo babies. Yeah, well, our entire department. She's in my department, so her too. Yeah. Well, donate to the cause. You don't get caught. Donate to what? Bribe? Well, first and foremost, I don't think you can bribe the lab that tests our P1. Secondly, there's nothing to bribe. My piss is clean. Literally, the only drugs I do are mood stabilizers and the occasional Advil, like maybe every now and then if I have like really bad period pain. But that's kind of it. Yeah. And caffeine? Does coffee count? I drink a lot of coffee. Because I mean, that would be so funny. It would be hilarious. Bribe who? Who's there to bribe? Who's there to bribe? Literally who, brother? The fuck you talking about? There's literally no one to bribe. Crazy dial. Crazy. Girl, my piss is clean. I don't do no drugs. The only thing I do is the occasional Advil and a mood stabilizer. But that's literally it. I done a karaoke place once. I've seen people doing the do, learned what Coke smelled like, and how to clean bodily fluids off toilet walls. Insane! Insane! Caffeine is... Well, technically it's a chemical, yeah. Biblically accurate holy water? My pee? There's someone's into that. Girl, if they blood test me, they're gonna find the microplastics from all my miniatures. Hey, Aya, where's the shavings from your miniatures go? In my eyes! In my mouth! I'm inhaling it! I'm fucking dying! If I get drug tested, they're gonna find microplastics. Okay? They're just gonna find all the shavings from my miniatures. I inhale so many shavings, it's terrible. Crazy dial, crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Io's holy water is a split cover for chest. And yes, and you may have a vial of my chest sweat for the low price of $69.69. And also your firstborn. In the entire state of Kentucky. Did you know when you're high, your eyes turn red? Did someone say red? Shut up, baby, shut up! To be fair, my eyes do get bloodshot easily. I do strain them a lot. Mycoplastics only stored in the balls? I can still... Wow. You think women can't have microplastics? Wow. Sexist. Yeah. I'm out of Kentucky. Too bad. And you cannot afford my breast sweat. Red? Shut up! Shut up! Shush! Shut! Shut! Why Kentucky? I don't know. I don't know. I just think I should own the state. My room is pink and adorable, okay? What are y'all against it? What do you got against it? What the hell, brother? What the flake? Why are you yelling at us? Because you keep threatening me! Anyways, I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, anyways, maybe it's because you can't act right, huh? Do I have to write you up to HR? I'm afraid I'll just have to write you up to HR then. Yeah. She can own all the fried chicken. Okay, you can get fried chicken anywhere, even outside Kentucky, okay? It's available anywhere. I'm gonna have to report you to HR. Yeah, for being mean to me. Yeah, Aiadmirers are threatening me with, they said they're threatening to bleed me. Yeah, they're gonna stab me in the parking lot with their little butter knives. I'm reporting it to HR. Yeah. Did you know apples come in many colors? Pink, yellow, green. Shut up, Vivi! Shut up! Keep your fake Akka has no hold against me. Your Faka does not scare me. Okay? I also imagine Aya living in a pink room with an alternate K-pop whose photos are equally replaced, gradually replaced by Carlock's photos. My room is aggressively pink and has lots of Migu and Warhammer and Kuromi and Melody and Aya merch. Yeah. Gradually. I do have lots of Carlac stuff in my car, though. My room is not too pink. It's not. It's not too pink at all. It's just fine the way it is. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's cozy. It's really cozy. Yeah. It's really cozy. Yeah. Well, it's pink, but it's a cozy kind of pink. Yeah. There's no filter on this. It's just how my room looks. It's fine. Yeah. It's just I'm a girly girl. I can help it. God forbid I'm kind of a girly girl. Wow. Okay. What, do you hate the girlies now? You hate girly girls? What's a little calendar thing? It's a Nijisanji birthday calendar. Yeah. Hi, Decibel. Thank you again for your hard work on the Hydra design. Mine's Arrest Decibel. Arrest Deza for impersonation. You are not Peepop Belphegor. Yeah. No, it's not a sus nightclub, it's just my lights. Don't call in Jamie, shut up. I'm hungry. I'll be fine. The Geller feel this feel. Oh my room is the warp. That's crazy. Crazy dial. Anyways, mods bite Decibel, please. Punish Decibel for taking too long to send the invoice. Thank you. Let me check. Since like July, like mid-July, that's how long Decibel dodged me for. Get food? No. Make me. No, wanna get food. It's burpee time, so. Ito. No. No. No, you're not. If you're really P-pop Bevagor, do a spell. Do a spell or something. Thank you for the super, Isabel. I don't believe you. You're just waving a lighter back and forth. That's not the real P-pop Decibel. Where's the fireball? Where's the counter spell? Where's fireball? Where is it, huh? Where's wall of fire? Yeah. The lightning pink comes from pharmacy's pink on glasses 100%. Huh? That's the thing that happens in Project Mars? Is Mama Mari done cooking? I think almost. Almost. Go eat a real... No, shut up, Hero Tricks, shut up. We're out of bananas like the last one. Hehe. Nah, that just does about waving a ladder back and forth. It doesn't count. So... No. No. Silly Borb. Silly Borb. A goofy, silly, stinky Borb. You can cast these nuts in your mouth, Isabel. Yeah. You can cast these nuts. The real P-pop Befagor can do real magic. You're just an imposter. Oh, having that's illegal. Wanna see these nuts? That's called indecent exposure. You shouldn't do that. No! Wanna see these nuts, Jezebel? Fake! Imposter! Eject this person! Vote them out! Bad, Jezebel. Bad! That's a crime. Yeah, I realized showing some of your balls is a crime. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Crazy dial. Anyhow. Not me realizing halfway into the sentence. Not me catching wind of it. Bad Borby. Yeah, that's indecent exposure. Yeah. Peapod casted night vision. Ow. Night vision? What about nerd vision? Nerd vision. That tracks for you. Shush. I can't believe Aiadmirers hate me so bad that they want me to suffer forever and ever and ever, and they want me to go and leave stream because they literally hate me. Aiadmirers literally hate me. What's the point? Literally hate me. Wait, my tummy's starting to hurt. Can your tummy hurt because you're hungry? Is that possible? Yeah. Ha! Sorry, I just bested Isabel. Ha! You look like Karen now to stay for a couple months. Good. Ha! Ha! So you admit it then. You're an imposter. You're not the real Peepaw Belphegor. A liar! A fake! Thank you. I accept your concession. Yeah, I accept your concession. I see you've given up. You've admitted defeat. Good. You should do it more often. AiaAmare is always correct. Because I'm a gooby who knows everything. My massive genius. My big throbbing wrinkly brain. My brain has so many wrinkles. Where's my hairpin? Huh, let me find it real fast. My bangs are in the way. There we go. Yeah, silly Borbs. Let me brush my hair real fast. After my trip, I hope on your trip when you're traveling, you have to sit next to someone with gas. I don't think you've won, Ivon. I know I've won, okay? Okay, I know for a fact I've won, so nice try. Gooby always wins. Can you hear it? Sorry if you can, sorry. I'm just brushing my hair out a little bit, because I just showered and I'm trying to get the tangles out. My hair is so long now. My hair is so freaking long. And so thick. I have to brush my hair in sections because I have so much hair now. Ah! Yeah, I hope the person you're seated next to on your flight has horrible gas. Not gonna lie. Okay, I probably shouldn't share this gross story, but I low-key carpet bombed someone. Like, I was mad. So I was at the airport coming home from Japan, and a lady shoved me. And so I burped and blew in her direction while they walked away. I was mad because she pushed me, and so I burped and just blew in her direction. I was really angry. So like I was grumpy from a long flight. And so I was mad, and so I burped and I blew in her general direction. It was deserved, okay? Don't push people, okay? You monster! Well, it was worth it. I mean, don't push me then, obviously. There's an easy way to fix this. Don't fucking push people. Damn, lady. What are you in a rush for, you know? Girl, we're all stuck at TSA. Who cares? You know? We're all stuck here. Yeah, it was a long... I was grumpy. I was tired. I wanted to go home. This lady fucking shoves me out of nowhere. And so I fucking burped on her. And I do it again. Listen, God gave me the ability to burp. I do it again. Okay? Honestly, if I could fart... Girls don't fart though, so I can't. But if I could have farted, I would have. Okay, yippee! Hair's all brushed. If I had the power to fart that moment, I would. I would absolutely destroy this woman. I was mad as fuck. Okay. Crazy dial. Okay, I do have to go soon. Yeah, I do have to head out now, babies. Yeah, Gooby's gotta head out. Oh. Yeah, Gooby gotta head out and eat some din din because I'm hungry. And I gotta go to work tomorrow. Heads up, I think Friday's stream is changing because the collab is kind of like not everyone can make it anymore. And so I don't know what's going on Friday. Maybe Dark Tide? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I wish, Shadow Soldier, I wish. But yeah, tomorrow playing Blasphemous. We're gonna fight our first boss, but every time I die, my hat gets bigger. Yeah. Have a dinner. You know what, Pinkerton? I'm not gonna eat dinner anymore, just to spite you. Flick you. Yeah. Flick you. I hope you explode. Yeah, I hope you explode. I refuse. I will no longer be eating dinner to spite Pinkerton. Okay. Yeah. So, I decided on that. Yeah, I'm no longer gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna starve. And probably die of malnutrition now. Yeah. It's gonna be Pinkerton's fault. Yeah. Will you now? No. What if I explode you with my mind instead, you know? Yeah, I explode you with my mind instead. And yeah. Yeah. Suffer. She's so mean. Yeah, I am, and... do maybe report you to HR? Because remember, here at AmareCore, we are all family. And I can report to HR whenever I want. Suffer, burb, suffer! Anyways, I'm gonna stare at you now. Did you feel that? I was telepathetically making you feel period cramps. You see, here at AmareCore, if you fail to meet quota, I have to give you period cramps. Oh, but I don't have a uterus. Check again. Check again. Yeah, I willed you to grow a uterus and have pain immediately. So, welcome to hell. Welcome to freaking hell. But I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Don't want to go to work tomorrow. I told one of my coworkers to do a thing for me, and I found she hadn't done it yet, and it's due tomorrow. I'm like, bruh. I don't want to go tomorrow. Aiadmirers, can you set the building on fire? What if you set the building on fire? Then I don't have to go to work tomorrow, right? Right? Yeah. If we all burn down our respective workplaces, there's no building to clock into. Yeah. My uterus goes outside. What, do you take your uterus on walks or something? The fuck you mean? Oh, you mean your ball? Oh, we talking about your balls, because the balls are outside the body. Okay, not gonna lie, I was like, what? Do you take it on walks or something? Is it like your pet? Oh, don't get paid for arson. Listen, I will pay you good hard cash to set my building on fire. Okay? Yeah. I'll burn my house promotion. No, don't do that. That's some question biology. Shut up. My pet uterus is crazy. Gooby not smart. Gooby not the smartest ever, unfortunately. Gooby has to think long and hard before she understands jokes. Oopsies. Do you ever just remove an organ and walk it around the block like a pet dog? Y'all just, oh, your pet left long, you know? Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it, Riri. Wouldn't have diapers? Okay, yeah. I guess I have to work, but like, I don't... What if I just got wages without working? You know? What if... insane idea. I don't have to work. But I earn I stay employed. I keep my insurance, but I don't have to work. That's called robbery. Then quite frankly, it's based. Thank you, Shadow Soldier. Before I go for the evening, I love you, Aya. Love you too. Isn't that streaming? If you have time to watch a stream, then you have $5. If you what was the quote again? What was the quote again? It was like, if you have time to watch stream, then you have time to donate you have time to donate a gifted sub. Was that what it was? If you have time to watch a stream, then you have time to give me a gifted sub. Not like that, Cypher! No, I'm quoting someone! I'm quoting Cypher! I'm quoting someone, okay? Shut up! Bad Burby, bad! You know, I saw a clip of this IRL streamer. That was really... and the emoji... Pinkerton, not like that, shut up! Thank you for the super Pinkerton! Thank you for the kids of Pinkerton! Thank you for the super surfer! Thank you, soldier! And what'd you ask for? I didn't! Have you seen that one, there's this IRL streamer. She was like crying in a bar, and she was she was crying because no one was giving gifted subs. And it's just like, hold on. Wait. You mean to tell me you're in public crying in the club because you're not earning it from streaming? That is crazy. At least do that inside. At least be endorsed for that. It's like, crying in public's already my worst fear. Doing that in front of an audience while live streaming at a bar is wild. Insane. And then she was talking about like... it was in public! And she was talking about like, you guys are selfish because like I give you guys content every single day. Girl... I don't even consider my own streams content. I'm just gonna be so real, y'all. I'm just looking for any excuse to talk to y'all. And so what work? I'm sorry, but what work? Okay? It's like, Yeah. What work? It wasn't public. It was crazy. No, it wasn't. She was at a bar. It was crazy. Insane. They're not content, they're art. I mean, the only ones I consider high art are the random event streams and anytime Zaddy appears. Yeah. And anytime I release a cover because artists did work on that, so yeah. I'm gonna burp. Oh my gosh, gamer burp. If it weren't for management, I would have Discord server with the channel where she would yap at us between streams. Honestly. Don't cry in the clip. I think it's okay for I to bully Aiadmirers while on the bus. Yeah! It's always okay for I to bully you. Okay? Your job as Aiadmirers is to get bullied! I kept on yapping! Oh. The Aiadmirers accidentally stalled me again. I can't believe Aiadmirers did that. Wow. I have to go to work tomorrow. Wow. I don't want to be bullied. You like getting bullied, Weepin. Wow, yeah, I can't believe y'all stalled me like that. Diabolical. Yeah, Aiadmirers freaking stalled me. Yeah, they freaking stalled me. Yeah, crazy, Dio. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Literally stalled me. Yeah, crazy. It's okay, it's fun to be bullied when someone cute's doing it. Weepin, I hope you shit yourself in public. Weepin, I hope your sports team of choice loses the game. And you know what? You've lost the game. Wait, you can't believe you stole. Yeah, I can't believe it. You stole me. How dare you? I don't follow sports. I hope you follow sports and then your favorite sport team loses. Okay? Yes, these meanies. Yeah, you lost the game, by the way, chat. You're more than capable of solving yourself, but don't have to do anything. Meanwhile, I'll try to cut your class streaming so no. Look, I'm gonna end stream right now. See? Thank you for the super Steve. Thank you for the super GM Lummy. How'd you describe Balthazar? Oh! Balthazar's purr is very deep, very rumbly. You've heard, I think he's purred into the microphone a few times. It's very rumbly. Sounds like a V8 engine. His is really quiet and sweet, but Zippo's really loud and melodramatic. Like, Balthazar is loud and low. Loud and low. Yeah. Thank you for the super cipher. Insulting my intelligence! Hi. Hi. Do you guys like chicken or beef? I like both. No, I think I like, no, it depends. I like chicken and beef. Whenever people at the airlines are chicken or beef, I'm like, yes. Jim, let me thank you for the shuba. Can you hear his purr from far away? Only within a certain range. Yeah. Thank you, Jim Lummy. Games my phone? Yes. I'm gonna do my new carnival dailies. I got my new Cunny dailies. Wine? What wine? I like Moscato. Moscato and sangria. Yeah. Remember for chicken? I like a fried chicken. Have you had a chicken fried steak? That's good stuff. In Japan. Well, it depends. Thinly sliced piece of beef is good, but sometimes I want a nice mouthful. So I love me a filet mignon. Yeah, a delicious filet mignon, and yeah, a chicken fried steak. Love me some with gravy. Okay, I'm a little crazy for it, but also eating dill pickles with my chicken fried steak. Don't knock it till you try. It's pretty good. Yeah, I love Moscato. Yeah. Yeah, so in grandma, something fruity. I love fruity cocktails too. I like it. Like a nice espresso martini. Yeah. You gotta have chicken fried steak with lots of gravy, and I eat it with dill pickles. Or like a side of seasoned rice. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I really like eating the red pickle that comes with curry. Yeah, Japanese curry. Honestly, yeah, dill pickles go really well with fried chicken. Chicken fried steak is the best. It's also very yeehaw southern, but that's how you know it's good. We like to eat like we have free healthcare down here. What's an au poivre sauce? What is au poivre? Au poivre. What is that? Is it French? I can't read French. Au poivre. I don't know how to read that. I made chicken and rice like, oh, yummy. Yeah. Au poivre is au poivre. Au poivre. Au poivre. Like that. Oh, it's a peppercorn sauce. Oh, poivre. Gotcha. Poivre sauce. Yeah, I'm French. Oh, pardon me. I'm French now. Yeah. Au poivre. Yeah. I'm the leader. I'm the alpha. I'm the one to trust. Yeah. Dang it, now on steak. Girl, we're good. We're eating beef tonight, but just a thinly sliced stir-fried beef. But I've been craving a steak for a while now. I've been craving a nice, delicious, nice and tender filet mignon. I love me a nice lean filet mignon. I don't like fatty meat very much. Yeah. Do not ow. Bark. Can they DoorDash a fresh minion? Oh, a filet mignon? I don't know, wouldn't it? I don't know, would it still be good? I'll be honest, I use DoorDash. I can count the amount of times I've used DoorDash in like 2 hands. Like I've used less than 10 times in my whole life. Gee, let me thank you for the Shupa. I wonder if Balthazar's voice is influenced by Miha partner. Well, technically, Balthazar is Mr. Worldwide. Okay? Alright? Technically, Balthazar is a worldwide kitty cat. Because his family we adopted him from was Muslim. And then Buddhist Catholic family. So he's really Mr. Meow Wide. Hey, what the hell is this? Hey, okay, at least laugh my joke, Mr. Meow Wide. Get it? Laugh. Get it? From a Meowslim family? And then he's Catholic Buddhist? Is Mr. Meow Wide? Come on, I'm hilarious. Peggerton, thank you for the Akashupa. Steak funds for the Gooby. I'm partial to New York strip steak myself, but I also go for tri-tip if I can spend 4 hours to sous vide it. You know, I've never had a sous vide before. I've never had a sous vide is like when they put in like a plastic baggie and they slow cook it, right? Right? Something like that. I like slow cooked beef, like in a pressure cooker, because it falls apart in your mouth. That's oh, I hate pork. I love braised pulled pork though. That's good. So when it melts in your mouth in water. Yeah, I think I saw on TV. Yeah, I saw it on TV. I never tried it before. It's good for tenderizing the steak, right? It makes it really soft. Is that correct? Yeah, because I think the process goes you sous vide and then you take it out of the baggie. Then you sear it up, right? Do you take it to the grill or the pan at that point? I don't know. You can't overcook a sous vide. Oh, so you ensure it doesn't get overcooked? I guess it makes sense because you're like... I think it's a constant flow of water at a certain temperature, so it can't burn, technically. And because it's in water in a plastic bag, you can't have Maillard effect, so it can't be cooked cooked thoroughly. Oh. Practically guarantees you can't miss hitting rare/mid-rare to sear to form the crust after though. Ah, gotcha. Nice and crusty. Ooh. Oh, gotcha. Went it very fast after sous vide. Oh. Get to the temp you said. Oh, gotcha. So you're like, oh, gotcha. It's sous vide, not sous vide. Sous vide. Temp controlled as well, so it's not... It's only possible to burn and make mistakes. Ah. So, I don't know. A sous vide sounds complex, though. Is it for beginners? Is it for beginners? I've never sous vided anything before. I've never done that before. Yeah. It seems kind of complex, though. It's like poaching an egg. Poaching an egg is super hard. I never do it myself. Yeah. I'm a soft boil or sunny side up kind of girly. Requires equipment, but it's extremely... Really? Huh. I guess you just put in the machine that vacuum seals and you just kind of forget about it, right? Oh, it's time consuming? Oh, I guess yeah, if you're cooking low and slow, it does take a while, right? Huh, noted. But thank you for the Akashopa Pinkerton! Thank you, thank you! I've always wanted to be more foodie-like, because, like, all my food, like, my food knowledge is just, like, not survival fare, but it's just basic, you know? I'm not a professional chef or anything, but my food is decent tasting, and I can cook a wide array of it. But fancy stuff like sous vide, I've never done before. I never even had it before. I've never eaten it. A bit technical to set up. After you set it up, you can just forget it. Oh, just drop in there, forget about it? That's nice. Huh. I guess it takes a while, doesn't it, Toma? One nice thing about sous vide is you can put it in there whenever, prep the rest of the food and eat it when... Ah! Gotcha. Huh. You add the tomato thing? Yeah, my food is simple but done well. Yeah. If I had to describe my cooking, it's simple but done well. Yes. Because you don't need all the fancy stuff. You can just be simple too. Yeah, you don't technically need all the fancy techniques. You can just do something simple but do it very, very well. And that's what I encourage a lot of my friends to do, because some of my friends can't cook. So I just tell them, like, hey, have like one dish you do super, super well and just have in your back pocket at all times. You know? Yeah. Thank you, Jim Lummy. One last office story. Company told me I had to travel on a Sunday to another state. But something very important came up, so I changed my flight the next day without notifying anyone. That was for the stream, wasn't it? GM Lummy actually canceled a flight to attend stream once. It was crazy. This mad lad. Absolute mad lad. Thank you for the Shupa Dark! And thank you for the Akashopa Pinkerton! Thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like New York too. I like New York. But my favorite is filet just because it's the leanest. Yeah. I do like it when the meat is marbled though. I don't mind fat, it just has to be marbled fat. Girl, when I'm in Japan, I'm gobbling up that Kobe. I'm gobbling up that Wagyu, that Kobe, all that shit. Yeah. And I'm also the grill master because I cook meat really, really well because I'm from the south. And so whenever I get a yakiniku with my friends or key barbecue, I'm typically the person manning the heating element. Yeah. I yapped for too long. AiaAmareLivers? Did you freaking steal me? Lie! The yapper? Yeah, and? Well, someone brought up food. I like talking about food. No. No, I didn't mean to. No, it was AiaAmareLIVE's. Pinkerton brought up steaks, and I like talking about food. And yeah, Mummy was bringing up my cat, so I was talking about my cat. Then Pinkerton brought up steak. I love beef and steak and stuff. And yeah, it's not my fault. No. No, shut up. I'm going now. Good night, Burbies. I love you. But Cooper! Cooper, what the hell is this? Thank you, Thank you for the Aka soup. Now I feel bad ending stream right now. I need to give a proper thank. I'm not gonna lie. If I don't linger to thank the Aka soup enough, I feel really bad. I feel super bad. Thank you for the Aka soup. Stop! 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 Let me end it! Stop! Guys, I have to eat dinner! Stop! Stop! Stop it now! Cease! Thank you for the Aka Super Cooper! A selfish dream of mine is that babies continue to be Aya's wings. No matter how dark things get, she can still find enjoyment when she does. Aww, wait, that's so sweet! Aww. Well, I do, though. That's the thing, though. It's like, all the projects I do is for Aiadmirers. Because, let's be real, the streaming thing wouldn't be viable if it wasn't for the burbies, you know? It's like, burbies motivate me all the time. And it's like, legit, I handed my vocal coach... I handed my vocal coach a list of things I want to learn for the Aiadmirers. Because I do take feedback. I may not show very much, but I do take your feedback seriously. And Aiadmirers in the past have mentioned songs they think I'd sound good singing. And so, I brought them up to my vocal coach. Like, hey, vocal coach, can I learn these? Can you help me learn these songs? And she's like, why? I'm like, well, my fans said that they would like it, so I want to learn for them. And so, of course, Aiadmirers are always the brightest spot. Yeah, the brightest spot ever. And legit, when I was in Japan, I'd be mid-meal, like eating something, and I'd be like, oh man, I cannot wait to tell Aiadmirers how tasty this place is. You know? I can't wait to tell Aiadmirers about this. Like, whenever I experience something nice, like, oh man, the Aiadmirers would love this. I think about y'all a lot, you know? Yeah. I think about y'all very frequently. If I eat something delicious, I'm like, oh man, I wish Aiadmirers could taste this too. Or like, if I see a really cool, if I go somewhere really cool, I'm like, oh man, I wish Aiadmirers could see this, you know? Is that going too far? I think it's going too far, sorry. I just think about y'all a lot. Thank you for the Akashupa Cooper! No, it's not a selfish dream because it's already a reality. Yeah. Aiadmirers are my highlights. Yeah. Honestly, girl, not to get too deep into it, but y'all know that, like, not only was my debut kind of rough, girl, let's not pretend that the trek through VTubing has been very bump-free. Girl, there have been bumps. There have been speed bumps. There have been full-blown potholes, sinkholes. And yet, I stick around because Aiadmirers make it possible to trudge past those things, you know? Yeah. The Aiadmirers make it possible to push past and move on from difficult things. Yeah. It's selfish because I want to last as long as it can. Don't worry. Cooper, we're literally surgically tied together. We're sewn together. You couldn't get rid of me if you tried. Don't worry, Cooper. Thank you for the Akashupa. Thank you for the Pinkerton! Firstly, thank you, Giamummy. This spells our per when he sleeps. He's actually very quiet. Thank you for the Akashupa Pinkerton. What the hell is this? One interesting application for sous vide. Making your own chashu. Oh, my brother did that! Wait! My brother is like a massive foodie. Girl, do you know how hard it is to impress my parents? My parents are never impressed. My brother, he invited us over a while ago to he made homemade pho pho is like a 20-hour process. It is long. You gotta cook the bones, cook the meat, all that stuff, because the broth just takes forever, right? It's a pain in the ass. My parents ate my brother's pho, and they loved it. My parents are never impressed, you know? And so, like, my brother, like, he's done the same thing. He used actually, to get a nice cook on his chashu, he actually sous vide'd it. He told me about that. It kind of went over my head because it was kind of complex. But I was like, oh, okay, cool. I totally get it. Cut to the blinking sign. She doesn't understand it. Since you're slim inside of the pork, you need a way less sauce to cook it. There's a recipe on Serious Eats site. Also forgot Machan steak ones. What? I guess I'm taking her to Outback Steakhouse. The bloomin' onion slaps. Thank you for the akashupa. No, my brother's a crazy good cook. Like, I'm a decent cook where I can cook food that won't kill people and it tastes generally pretty good. My brother is like a kitchen monster. Like, he cooks up a storm. He can bake. He can do baking. I can't bake to save my life. Baking is way too exact. Yeah. Thank you for the akashupa, Pinkerton. Thank you. That's so funny. I'll tell my brother you said that. My brother literally mentioned it because we got ramen while we were in Japan. And my brother was telling me about the time he sous vide'd his chashu. That is... what a crazy coincidence. What a crazy coincidence. I need to tell my brother that. That's a crazy coincidence. Insane. He literally was just telling me that the other week when you're in Japan still. That is crazy. What a wild overlap. That's insane. Thank you, Pinkerton. Thank you, Cooper. Thank you. My feeling tradition of the dad that cooks one awesome meal every 5 years. I do make a mean salmon fillet. Like, I do cook for my parents, and I always cook something simple but easy. They love my salmon. Because salmon is so hard to fuck up, you know? It's a foolproof fish. Yeah. It is, though. That's what my brother said, too. Yeah. I make breads. My mom, during COVID, had a crazy bread phase. She made so many baguettes. Like, you walk into the kitchen, and there's racks upon racks upon racks of baguettes. Like, my mom was a COVID baker, and so the house, we just had baguettes forever. It was so funny. My mom was just giving that shit away because we had too many. I was like, Mom, can you please stop baking? We have no more space to store these. So I gave them away to the neighbors, too. Yeah. But thank you, Cooper. Thank you, Pinkerton. Okay, enough stalling. Gooby has to eat din and then go to bed. Yeah, okay? Yeah. Gooby has to go now. Gooby wants to go. Thank you, Pinkerton. Thank you, Cooper. Love. Shit, it does kind of sound like a baby cough. I kind of... Fuck, wait, I can kind of hear... It kind of does though, wait. Shit, you kind of point though. You kind of have a point. Damn, I can't be mad. You kind of right though. Shit, you're kind of right. Well, anyways. Good night, burbies. Good night. And thank you again, Cooper and Pinkerton. Sorry, that was a gross sniffle. Sorry about that. Good night, burbies. Love you lots. Oh yeah, and don't forget to download your merch, by the way. Yeah, don't forget your free merchandise. It's linked in my posts tab on my channel, so make sure you grab it before it's too late. And if you miss it, because the link expires, I think, day after tomorrow, make sure you can actually get an archive version of it on the AiaAmare fan Discord, okay? Yeah, don't forget to grab it. It's free, okay? And make sure to support the artists as well, alright? Yeah. Thank you, everyone! Good night, burbies! Night. Cue sliding rock sound effect.